Are we good to go, Kyle?
We're here. We're ready.
Excellent. Okay. Well, welcome back to another Friday night where we get together and make Among Us dick jokes pre-stream. Uh, it's been a week. Anyone remember what we were doing?
2 weeks, man.
Has it been 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't play last week.
Oh my goodness. You're right.
Where have you been?
Busy. Well, regardless, who wants to give me a recap?
We killed the tech.
Yeah, that sums it up.
We had a party.
Yeah, you guys you finally killed the one of the extractor Amagos on the planet. Um,
I got to upgrade my Nerf pistol.
about time. It's only been 6 levels.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys leveled up over the last 2 weeks. Also excellent. And after getting back with Clade Company, they held a celebratory dinner, a feast for you guys and the returning um, company members. And that's where we ended last time, right?
That
Yeah.
is.
Okay. Mm, well, after after your celebratory dinner, um, most everyone in the Clade Company cavern uh, heads back to their quarters, um, except for Echiax, Heskemu, and the Sheeran that you guys had met previously, Jedvada. Um, they're still kind of sitting around one another, um, speaking to discussing something. It sounds like.
I'll get a little closer and see if I can just peer in or listen in.
Okay. Yeah. Stepping up out of your seat, stepping over to try and engage somewhat in the conversation. You can hear that Heskemu and Echiax are they're actually talking about Uds, the city to the north, um, and specifically what they're planning on doing tomorrow.
Uh, I'll walk up and sorry. Planning on doing what with a city tomorrow?
Um, Echiax looks up from now. You can see that there's a map played out on the table of this area of the planet. Um, hey Mo, yeah, Heskemu and I were talking about what our next step is since you guys
Sup,
got rid
John?
of that Imago. The region's hopefully going to stabilize pretty soon, or at least get better, and that gives us the opportunity to set up some sort of, we're going to call it a forward base, and Ooze would be the perfect place to do it.
So, is there anything about the city that or any kind of other? I'm sorry, words are not following me right now. Still kind of reeling
I
from
get a
the party.
But
good chuckle out of Heskemu.
Uh,
busting dying though and say, are you asking about what kind of resistance we'll have, if any, in this city?
Honestly, that's actually a much better question than I was thinking of. Yes.
Mm.
Thanks. Thank you, Vikesh.
As far as resistance goes, Heskemu pipes up. We're expecting more than here. That's what we can say. We've seen some activity in the city for sure, but if we can get our forward base set up, we can begin more scavenging trips get ourselves better armed, and we can hopefully finally start taking things back. Hopefully.
Either were you thinking push in, sweep through, make some sweeps, clear things out?
That's the general idea.
Now, in so have I seen a map of this area other than this one before? Like I'm
Uh, Sort of. You've seen a smaller version of it when Heskemu was showing you where the Imago was. And if you guys take a look in your, should be in your images tab, you should have an image of the area where you landed in.
oh wow.
Yeah. Called Ilum Juba. So you haven't seen a map of like the city, but you've definitely circled around, and you've seen some of this. And
So
if you guys can't find it, I can pull it up for you again.
yeah, I'm searching for it
Remember
now.
that. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And you guys can see the Imago on the map, which should now be a carcass. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
and the city just north of that is
okay.
Boots.
And this map wouldn't show where the academy would be.
Not this map
Yeah,
specifically.
not like
Um,
not like which of these buildings, but
yeah, not the one that you're looking at, but the one that
Hey y'all.
Heskemu and Etchiax
How
and
you
Javada
doing?
are looking at is much more detailed. You can see on the map that there is a large divide in the city. And Javada is quick to pipe in and alert you that the city is in the northwestern section, kind of closer to where the uh, ocean used to be.
oh, that up there. Wow. Okay, that's where an ocean was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that's some real devastation. Wow.
Yeah.
Police Warmar.
Um, Back to Etchiax, she, you know, we were hoping to get this a bit more set in stone and introduce the idea tomorrow.
Better.
But since you guys are all still here, the plan is to take a
Ah.
larger company out and try and set up a forward base. And we were going to invite you to come along since it seems
Aw,
like you've
thank
got
you for the
business there still.
host.
And after taking care of that Imago, it should be much safer for you guys now as well too.
How could we say no? That's what we're here for, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
We we appreciate that attitude, that spirit. uh yeah, so it looks like it'll take day and a half, 2 days maybe to get there. Um, but we can definitely pick this back up in the morning once we have everyone ready. Sound good?
Sounds
Sounds
excellent.
good to me.
Do it.
Sounds perfect.
Excellent.
good.
For a good
Excellent.
night's sleep.
Love to hear it. He goes to stroke his antennas and his fingers kind of fall short on one of them since it's kind of half missing.
Ooh.
So
Really
you
do be
guys,
like that.
what does Midnight Squad do?
Sleep.
Sleep. All right.
We did all our shopping.
We
Yeah,
partied.
you did. You partied. You
partied.
shopped.
I'm not looking to get overly friendly with Clade Company here. Not like Kithix. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Uh,
Not sleepy way. Okay, we can go to sleep.
okay.
Let's go.
So returning to your quarters, you achieve
Or we
a
tell people we
good
leave.
night's sleep. You guys get as comfortable a night's rest as you can in this underground cave. Um, and before too long, you're hearing not an alarm, but a kind of, I'd say an alarm. Yeah, it's a loud alarm going off in the cave system. Uh, and kind of peeking out from your sleeping quarters, you can see people starting to um, walk towards where you've interacted with Heskemu and Etchiax before, kind of their war room.
I'm gonna get myself decent and start gathering up my gear.
Sounds like a good plan.
Check my
Mhm.
weapons. Load them all up.
Yep, make sure I'm reloaded.
I'm gonna give myself a good brushing.
Ooh,
I would also like
that's the
to
first time.
take a second and do the sidereal influence. Let's see.
Okay.
So that would
So
be
you'll
a
meditate for a bit.
mm-hmm. Let's see.
I'll just
And
clean my antennas, you know, like.
uh,
I'll meditate on the photon particles at the moment and put that into medicine.
gotcha. Enhancing your medicine skill. Cool. All right. After getting yourselves cleaned, geared up, good to go, uh, you hop out of your quarters and start walking towards their Clade Company war room. Inside is a detachment twice the size of the one that was sent out with you to take on the Imago before. You see a lot of returning familiar faces um, from that detachment, as well as Jadvada um, in the crowd. Etchiax and Heskemu are taking up at the front um, with a large holographic map of the city and its kind of surrounding region displaying. It is clearly outdated as there's still greenery and water on the
Hmm.
map. Um,
Mm.
Oh, we can.
who's kind of finishing explaining to this group what the general idea is. Tom,
Oh, I was gonna say, but you could overlay the maps and see
yes,
the damage,
you could.
see the differences.
So,
Fucker. My cat.
Jazzy bite you?
Yeah. Hey,
Beat
hey, hey,
her
why?
ass.
No, she like lurched towards me and she's trying to lay down.
Beat her ass. She won't bite you again.
No, when she gets like this, I just have to put my foot where I need it to be and she'll bite it and she'll get over it. So bear with me while I just get myself comfortable. Okay. All
Oh,
right.
jeez,
Just a few
giving me sympathy toe
big
pains, man.
bites
Damn.
and she's all good. She'll get up, she'll move. Perfect.
So how are you guys doing tonight?
Wearing shoes in your room so she can bite that. Wear some steel toes.
I'm not gonna wear shoes in my house. It's just weird.
Oh, you guys wear shoes in your house. You're not like my house.
I'll wear shoes in my house if I'm going somewhere. I ain't
We'll
going nowhere.
get some steel toed slippers or something just to fuck with her.
No, that's cruel, and I love my cat.
Oh, there's a problem there. You love it.
You're in the minority here for sure.
Oh, I see. I'm a minority here. Anyways,
Anyways,
Yes, yes, you
you
are.
catch the end of the conversation. It sounds awfully familiar to the one you had last night with
I'm
Heskemu
glad
and
to hear that.
Agiax, going over the time frame of moving into the city, setting up a forward base, um, and kind of entrenching so that they can begin scavenge missions. Um, with Heskemu kind of ending it on, and I'll be joining with you guys on this one. Leadership isn't really worth anything from a leader that's not willing to do what they're asking of others. So it'll be my honor to come out with you guys and establish that base.
That sounds fabulous, honestly.
All the way in the back there. Nice of you to join us.
Of course, I like keeping my distance. It does not a, just listening.
Hmm. Excellent.
Mo, do less
So-
talking, more listening.
Oh. Bring out my book and start keeping notes then.
Most of you'll see that your environmental armor protections have been charged. All of your gear has been
Pretty face, you
fitted,
lie.
magazines
I
filled,
definitely do not have a pretty face. You crazy.
and we should be set.
Kidding, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Most of you, I feel bad for the ones that didn't get them filled.
I heard that. We got a real Soviet situation going on here. Not enough resources to go around.
Oh,
Just
no, I
joking.
feel bad for the guys with the B weapons.
I got a gun with ammo that doesn't fit it. I didn't even
I've
get a
got
gun.
ammo, no gun.
But we'll give you guys about half an hour to take care of any last minute business you've got, and then we're gonna be hiking out.
Anyone making some coffee?
Are you saying that to the air?
Yeah, anyone making coffee? We got 30 minutes. We got coffee.
Yeah, there's coffee. You gotta head back to the makeshift mess hall.
Mosey over and get me a cup.
It's no tea, but
You're right, it's coffee.
it'll get you going. I was referencing something. A
I'm
friend
just
of
saying,
yours.
hey, anyone want some coffee?
No, you stop it.
The little blue
Yes,
man
sir.
walks around with coffee.
Instead of breakfast meats.
A true disciple of the goddess of friendship.
It's your goddess
Hey,
again.
Highest as
Goddess-
ever.
goddess
Best
of-
Mara, how many times do I have to say it?
Goddess of ill will and no fun.
uh-oh. But yeah, if there's any of you that are looking for a quick bite before you head out, there is some flavorless kind of mush available. The people serving it swear it's nutritionally sound.
Thanks. It shines.
Let me get a bite
Nutrition
of that.
base.
What, Mike?
I said, yeah, I trust it. Let me get a bite of
Trust
that. The trick is you rub it in your gums, you let it sit for a while.
Yeah, it's not much of a bite. It's more of a chunky slurp.
What you do is you put it on your teeth and then you drink the coffee, so that gives it flavor as it comes through.
It's vile. Moving on.
Who are you again?
I'm your fucking DM. That's me saying that's vile. That idea is awful. It's like eating oatmeal and drinking coffee while the oatmeal sticks to your teeth.
Ah.
So,
You just, instead of making the oatmeal with hot water, you use coffee.
a great idea.
I mean, that's really not that bad of an idea.
2 steps in one.
I mean, I do like putting peanut butter in on tortillas, so.
Fuck you. Get out.
Me, me
Nice,
too.
man. Yeah.
Peanut butter,
Sinners.
jalapeno, extra sharp cheddar.
Sinners
Sorry. Did you say jalapeno and peanut butter?
Yeah,
and cheddar.
and extra sharp cheddar.
No,
Sinners, a lot of you.
I don't want to continue this train of conversation.
Y'all acting kind of sus.
You're the only one that
Amazing.
thinks I'm pretty.
What do you know about a peanut
No.
butter banana cinnamon sandwich?
Salmon. What?
Peanut butter banana cinnamon.
Oh, cinnamon.
Ooh,
Okay.
that sounds delicious.
All right, now we're a little bit back on track.
Yeah, that doesn't
Okay.
sound too bad. I could sign off on that.
Woo, look at that man drinking G Fuel.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Dry fuel. I'm
Is it
drinking
the Sonic flavored
water.
one?
No, it's just a G Fuel bottle.
Oh, never mind. I want the Sonic the Hedgehog one.
I do too. Great. So I didn't derail the game.
Hey,
Small group of
It's-
that detachment comes through the mess hall.
instead of coffee, are they serving G Fuel?
What the fuck's a G Fuel?
Gamer Fuel.
Sorry.
Fuel.
That shit's worth more than gold here, Michael.
I thought it was Garrison fuel.
What do you
Yeah.
think? What do you think this expedition's for?
Look, I hear if the scavengers find that stuff on the surface, they down it immediately.
That makes
It does
complete
not
sense.
make it back.
Just as powder.
They
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 just-
grind it up.
They mix it with their saliva.
You ever just take the whole scoop and put it in your mouth? And
Yeah,
then
that's what I was
chug up
saying.
the
Yeah.
water? That's the best. Oh my god.
I'm gonna be looking for some. We make it to the university. There's gotta be a couple hidey holes of it.
Well, it seems like they're about to leave without you, says that detachment.
Yeah, right.
Hero.
Take
I'm
off.
skittering along.
Let's
Cup
get
of
moving.
coffee in one hand.
Was it Tom?
There's swarm to be killing, guys.
Yeah.
Need
Yeah,
to
I'm-
make a acrobatics check to not spill your coffee.
No, I'm roll stepping.
Oh, fuck you.
Athletics then.
Midnight Squad and Clade Company Detachment 2 start moving out through the cave system. Hot coffee in hand. No G Fuel.
Oh.
Damn.
Um,
Mission failed.
Find some.
We'll get 'em next
I'll make
time.
sure of it. Mission changed.
you find yourselves moving through a different set of tunnels than previously when you had gone to fight the Imago, seeing as how that entrance has been somewhat permanently blocked for the better.
You know, I missed the part where we said we weren't gonna be driving vehicles there. Are we walking the whole way?
That's what I heard, says a
Hey.
nameless person in front of you.
Hey, wait a minute. That wasn't part of the briefing.
I believe
No,
that's
no,
what they said.
He said it at the very
Yeah.
end. He said, Let's get ready to hike. Let's hike it."
Yeah,
I thought we were hiking to the cars.
Ooh.
that was my first
Oh.
impression too until I saw us all walking. And then I was like, oh, we're walking.
Why'd you guys not want to buy that mule again?
You'd be the only one that would be able to ride it, Doolida.
Your point is?
I guess, fair enough.
Well, moving through these tunnels is dark, boring, and surprisingly quiet. As you're moving through, there aren't as many tremors in the earth, and the ones that you are feeling are much lighter, opposed to the near like earth-shattering ones that you stepped into the planet with. Much less agitation in the earth now. And you begin moving, keep moving for about a day. Eventually, the cave turns into sewer.
I spy with my eye something Brown.
Disgusting.
Is it dirt?
Close.
Keep telling yourself it's dirt.
I smell something other than dirt, but I hope it's dirt.
The answer was rocks. Rocks
is
all
it dirt?
around us. Nothing but rocks.
I spy with my little eyes something blue.
Be careful, bro. You can't keep swinging your head around like that. You're gonna hit the cave walls.
Racist.
Gonna hit the
He's-
stalactites.
Yeah. It's gonna poke your soft spot.
Something blue. Are you talking about Duladar?
Yes, yes, Mr. Nikesh, I was talking about Duladar.
How do you see me? I'm not blue right now. I'm wearing all my armor and my helmet. What blue do you see?
The
I
pattern
guess
of
he was
little feet.
implying. I think he was implying it was you all along.
You
'Cause
guys
know
are
what?
playing your game of I Spy. A Sheeran figure kind of falls back from the further detachment close to you guys. Um, I spy with my little eye something that is white, and it's
That's
Jadvada.
the child. Pull up my
No.
gun.
you, you've got to be a little careful with him. He's a little skittish of those things now.
That was a good
It's
one. You got me,
Jadvada.
guy. You got me. That's a good one.
And I don't think you and I find the same things funny.
It's fine. Check this one out. I spy with my eyes something Sheeran and feminine, and Kithix has a crush on it.
When have I literally said anything?
It's okay. I'm not competition.
Come on, man. You're plenty
Oh,
competition.
oh, yeah, hold,
got the
hold your
big
head up
brain.
high.
No, like I'm not interested.
Hey,
What I
man.
was,
I'm,
you guys
I'm
didn't
not
look
really
for
like
my
that.
item.
Yeah, it was Desticide.
No, something white.
Oh,
He points to his chest. And it's
is it his
it's a
flashlight?
university card.
No, he his little ID tag.
Yeah, it's his student ID.
Well, hey, Grave, how you
I'm
doing?
surprised you kept that on there all this time.
Sorry we couldn't play
But I'm
Monday.
a recent graduate, and I kind of took everything that
I was
wasn't nailed
kind of
down when
upset that
shit
our
hit the
session
fan.
like
So,
got shut down. Not gonna
Well,
lie,
congratulations.
but
That was a good plan.
what can you do?
it worked out pretty well. Um, but I remember you saying that you were going to check the university for some notes.
Yeah, man, we're looking for G Fuel. You ever seen any in there?
And no,
Don't lie to me. I know how you college students operate.
No. Your best bet would be to check the food court.
You guys had G Fuel in the food court?
I
Oh
don't know what
boy.
you're talking about.
Anyways, yeah, we're going to university. And you said the professor we were interested in was one of your old teachers.
Professor Gauchak.
That's the one.
But I'm not much of a fighter. My degree was in physics.
Not physical combat.
No, I couldn't.
Swinging
But-
a hammer is just a matter of physics.
He's gonna hold up his kind of noodly Sheeran arm.
Kithix,
Not-
show him yours.
With my +0 strength modifier.
You
Bam.
guys are one of the same.
I'm hoping this
not much
session
of a
goes
fighter,
off this week.
but I can help.
Because I mean,
Me and a couple
I
of the
wanna
other
kill all of
physics
you.
students would play some
just
pranks.
once. I just want one TPK.
We could the university had the fire extinguishers, and we could modify them to create snow in the atrium. Just to mess with people. And if we could freeze classroom doors shut to avoid some lectures. not too
Ingenious.
often.
Good pranks.
But
Yes,
the
Sheeran, our
point that I'm
noodle
trying to
arm.
make is that if you can find these, it's a specific brand of fire extinguisher. They're
Don't worry, Nimbus will be
Gulligon
first.
fire extinguishers. They're older. If you can find them, bring them to me. I can try and turn it into something that you can use.
Yes, I think so.
Well, hey, I won't say no to that. We'll keep our eyes open for some gully gons.
Yes, they're kind of bulky, um, very easy to find. They're fire extinguishers. They're supposed to be.
They're not explosive, are
uh, not innately, but I could try and make some kind of cryogenic grenade,
they?
or I could maybe even make some kind of projectile cannon
Why
with them
potatoes?
if I had enough.
Yeah, that sounds cool. We gotta find those so this guy can make us a snow gun.
That just sounds
Yeah.
fun,
If you
though.
can. I've been putting some of my experience to use here with Clay Company. Yeah, I just thought I'd extend the option to you.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it.
Well, bye.
Stay
Have
safe.
fun. I spying.
Adios.
Kind of folds his arms close to his body, and he starts to move further back up to the front of the group.
Next
Kithix,
time, someone.
he's just like you.
Next time,
Completely.
someone
Except he's
randomly starts
friendlier.
approaching us. We gotta like.
I can be
Actual
friendly,
tough.
just not to you, Duladar.
I don't believe you can be friendly. Your goddess doesn't will it.
Well, that's not true. But my goddess is more someone who believes that people need to earn their fill, as
Phil,
opposed to
we
the
just ate,
goddess of
man.
handing out cups of tea.
We already ate. I'm already full. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
Felt
yeah,
like
we
it
gotta
was
find
time
those
for a
gully gone
change.
fire extinguishers.
A little hard to say that with his speech pattern, but they're actually Jellugon. So it's Jelugone.
Gully gone.
Gully gone. That's what I heard.
Gel be gone.
We're gonna see these jelly guy ones and be like, "What are these?"
Have you ever played
Knock
Warhammer
off.
40k, Grave?
Um,
You remember if you have, do you know the orcs?
so the rest of the day, again, it takes you guys from caves and into sewers. These sewers are empty and kind of dry or desiccated, since there hasn't really been flowing water for about a year. And towards the evening, Heskemu stops the group and calls for the night, pretty much.
Do the
We just
swarm
been
eat
res-
all biomatter?
You're asking that to
In
me?
theory.
I'm just saying it out loud.
Ah.
Do we not see any fecal matter floating around? Did the swarm eat
in
that
the
too?
sewers. That's what I was wondering. And these guys.
I've been having a little blue piece follow me around since Suskalon.
Now that's just rude. Kithix.
That. Wow. We gotta get one of those fire extinguishers to put out that burn.
Jesus.
Kithix, I've just about had enough of you and your unfriendliness.
Zing.
Did you just fucking bazinga me?
Zimbabwe.
Didn't Sheeran insult?
You're lucky we're a team and I'm willing to look past that.
Oh, in good fun.
Hey, we're just out here having fun. And at
I don't
some
think
point,
Kithix knows how to have fun.
It's just boys being boys.
Oh, now it's just
Midnight-
boys being boys.
Midnight Squad.
It's fine, Kithix. I'll take that burn. You've been taking all the burns for us so far during this journey.
To answer Duladar's question, he is not seeing any type of fecal matter.
And swarm eat it all, man.
They love it too. They're like, give us your poo poo.
Now, Kithix, I don't need you to get offended by this.
Okay. Say
But-
something about bugs.
If the swarm eat fecal matter, and way back when, the Sheeran were part of the swarm,
Uh-huh.
moving down the old family tree, does that mean you eat fecal matter too? Are you a
Now-
shit eater? Is
Why
that why
don't
you're
you
always
why don't
grinning?
you ask our well-studied friend over there, our recent graduate?
Because we have
The
a
learned
resident
man.
Midnight Squad Sheeran. You ever get the taste for shit in the middle of the night?
Well, I don't have a college degree, so he would know better than anyone. You know
It's
what?
instinct.
Why don't I ask him for you?
Go for it. I
I'm
don't
gonna
believe
wa-
you have the personal capacity to do so.
I'm going to wave him over.
Yeah, you can't go up to him and talk to him yourself. You gotta wave him
No,
over.
no. I mean,
coward.
you're the one who asked the question, so I want you to be present to hear his answer.
You
Kinda
said you
wanna
bring
hear
him
his answer,
over.
too.
Well, you know what? Yeah, sure. Bring him over. I'm curious to hear what a learned man has to say about eating shit as a Sheeran.
He's Jedvada's trying to set up his sleeping bag. He's having a bit of a time with it. He sees Midnight Squad once again, and this time waving him over, and he kind of places his bag down and walks over.
Jed Vada, sorry to interrupt. You seem awfully busy, but my friend Duladar here had a question about our, the history of our species. He was a little curious. Duladar, I think your question was, do Sheeran eat fecal matter? I didn't, because I don't have a college degree. I didn't know if you would have any insight on that. Jedvada, Duladar seemed awfully insistent on it.
You see, as we were going through the sewers, there was no poo poo.
Javada, I'm saying it like this: we've been going through these sewers, and I haven't seen any shit floating around. So it begs a question: do the swarm eat shit? And if so, does that mean the Sheeran also eats shit?
It was the coffee this morning made out of recycled pea water.
You didn't need to actually implicate yourself like that.
Ada looks quite taken aback at the absurdity of the question
Who,
being
mommy
asked.
of two? About the beard? I already answered.
Just-
Felt like it was time for a
No.
change. I thought it was the best decision to make. I thought it
What?
was beneficial.
Duladar here has a bit of a
So where did
Oh.
a racy
did the
track
water-
record with some of his remarks.
You keep
So
saying
I'm,
that
I'm,
shit.
I'm sorry to I'm
and-
sorry to call you over.
Look, I'm just saying that there's no shit floating around, and apparently
Yes,
the swarm are
Crawler,
eating
you
it.
jumped
So
in.
if the Sheeran were one of the swarm at one point, it begs the question.
It makes sense.
He had the beginning of a point.
Super sus.
It's the bad one, but he had it. So
So the answer is yes.
Duladar,
But now I look.
the storm
Yeah, I know, because of the bald head. I
consumed
get it.
biomatter.
That's why I decided to
This
keep a
is something that
little
we've
bit of
seen
it.
On Ilam Suva and whatever they've been around, they consume biomatter and repurpose it
You know what,
for
John?
some reason.
Murica Yingling right here.
But
Yeah.
you can't look at Sheeran as descendants. Think of them more as a divergent evolutionary line.
So you're trying to tell me that when the Sheeran
well-
split from the swarm, they've lost their taste for eating shit? Is that how that works? Is it an exclusively swarm hive mind thing? Is it once you break the hive mind, you realize eating shit's not cool, you stop doing it?
Once you break the hive mind, you're like, that stuff, I don't like it. I never liked it. I just
This is
did
a
it 'cause I
hard-hitting
wanted
question.
to.
When the Sheeran
I hope I'm not the only
broke
one
away
that's kind of
from the
confused
hive
about
mind.
what's going on here. Not really confused, but
We-
shit.
were
Shit.
changed. We no longer needed to consume biomatter to create.
I see.
So Hylax was able to help us with that.
I'll shotgun the next one
She
for you,
helped
John.
grow us as a species. So your point is misfounded, but I hope I've set that in place for you.
I appreciate you being able to tell me that. I just don't know why Kithix couldn't tell me that as another member of your race.
Like I said, I never went to school. He has a much more learned opinion on it than I do, or learned a
He's
more
a-
factual basis.
He's a man of physics, not a man of sheer history and culture.
The
Although
fact of
apparently
the matter is,
that's his minor.
he's a learned man, and I am not.
I should have known better, but I was pretty well convinced.
Do you have
Wow.
a minor in Sheeran history or something? You seem pretty well knowledgeable on it.
That's incredibly basic knowledge, Mr. Duldar. At Zest University, the university is set for all insectile races. So naturally, there are classes held there for each race to better understand their history and cultures.
There are more insectile race than the swarm or the Sheeran. There's more than just those two.
We've interacted with some
Right.
like I'm gonna point or
There's Bolitas, Formians,
Huh.
Troct.
I guess if you do look down, I put it all down to simple matters. I guess they all are insectile. Huh.
If my memory serves, Skittermanders don't come from the vast or the pact system. You come from the Vesperium,
That's right.
and I don't believe they're as inclusive with their knowledge as other groups.
Am I the only one that
No, the whole
absolutely
world's
loves
pretty
this
much a
fucking
need to
voice
know
he's making?
basis when it comes to the Vesk.
Well, just remember the next time you talk to a different race, keep in mind of their potential histories, and that when I was a larva, uh, if you have nothing nice to say, then don't say anything at all.
That's a good
words of
point.
wisdom, Duladar.
I
Words of
never
wisdom.
meant to offend. I was just curious, you know. I'm still new to all these new races that aren't Skittermanders and Vesk.
Sure, curiosity and offensive statements often go hand in hand. I don't fault you for that, but this talk of fecal matters in a sewer is making the night easier. So if you'll excuse me.
By this time, have I gotten my tent kind of just set up and everything?
Yes.
I would love to go over and help him.
Yeah,
'Cause-
please go help him. He was having a rough time, and since we're taking up his time by divesting his knowledge onto us, the least we can do is repay him by helping him out.
I would
I
love
kind
that.
of I want to help and give him an apology.
So Mo and Vikash are gonna go help the nerd. Of his sleeping bag.
Man,
I'm gonna look out for this little guy. He's a college graduate, guys.
You're a great guy, Jessica Bo.
If that was directed at Judvada, he continues moving and doesn't even register that you've said anything.
Is that not his name?
No.
I mean, we could use a physics engineer on the ship, right?
Yeah, you know, he's not built for combat, but he's a great guy to have around. Something tells me he may also be a Hylaxian follower. He's a real friend.
oh my
Vikash
god.
and Mo, if you want to go over and help out Judvada, set up his
Yeah.
his sleeping area.
Oh my god.
Yes, I definitely do.
You may.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah, he's still struggling to get his bag and small tent set up. And as Vikesh, you offer your apology to him, he is more than willing to accept it. Um,
See that, Kipix? He did not enjoy that conversation. Why'd you put that on him?
You're the one who asked the question.
Look, I was dying to know. You could have just said, "Hey, as a Sheeran, I know that I don't eat shit, so we don't eat shit." You
I'm
could have
not
just said
born
that.
with innate knowledge of my race. What can I say? I've never set foot inside a school.
What,
He knows more than I do.
you never hang out with other Sheeran? Are you like a Sheeran raised by wolves or something?
I mean, never particularly had a a crowd
know?
of cheering around me. Not really.
I really
Couple
don't know
here and
much
there, but-
about you, actually. What's your family like? Don't say dead.
Never
Don't
knew my
say
family.
dead.
Never knew my family.
Oh, well, hey, at least there's a chance they're still alive. You can do a DNA test and do that ancestry stuff and find them.
Doesn't matter one way or the other.
Oh, come on. You gotta at least be curious to know what your ma and pa are like.
Not particularly.
What if they're humble farmers and they've been looking for you ever since?
I you can see Kithix look up for a moment, and if that's the case, I doubt I'll see them.
Why you say that? You don't want to find them?
No, not. I mean, I don't really care, but that's neither here nor there.
No,
Fact of
what
the
if-
matter is, I never knew my family, and I don't really care to meet them.
I guess it's different when you don't grow up around your family.
Can't miss what I never had.
You've got some kind of family.
Vikesh, am I the only one that is like those two back there?
They're always going at it.
I hope
pretty
it's playful banter, but it is quite funny.
It's fun to observe.
Yeah, next week on Starfinder, Kithix and Duladar get married.
Sorry, Duladar has a taste for buxom women.
Sure, you've never seen a buxom woman, but okay.
I know what I like. Round.
Just like Skittermanders.
Inflation.
No, I'm not into balloons. That's weird.
You see Jedvada's tent rustle at the sound of
Oh,
Oh no.
I'm into BBS, man. Big beautiful Skittermanders.
big brown shits.
Now that's rude.
You know, there's
I'm-
a lot of potty humor going on in this sewer right now.
I'm tired of all this shit play with you, Kithik.
Hey, he's
You
just
can't
talking
shift the
shit.
blame to me. You're the one who asked the question.
A question you couldn't answer. You
You're
chose not
right.
to answer because you wanted to put that pain down on Jeskimo over there. Why'd you do it?
I could not give as informed an answer as Jedvada could have.
Who's Jedvada?
Give as good an
That's
an answer as Zenyatta.
I've had enough of you. I'm going to sleep.
Sleep tight.
I'm laying down because I can't stand you.
Don't let the shit bugs bite.
Oh, we've been on shit
They're
play
not around here
basically
anymore,
this
are they?
entire time.
Just gonna walk away without responding.
It's getting quite stinky in
Leave it
here.
ambiguous.
Vikesh, Shmo, do you have any nighttime rituals or anything?
Other than, making sure that Jedvada is set up and comfortable, I'm just gonna go back to our camp and just kind of review the notes that I made of the meeting and go to sleep and try not to laugh my ass off.
I'm gonna try to meditate and calm my mind a little. Meditate on conquest, and while I'm meditating on conquest, I'm gonna check my weapons again. Make sure that they're all loaded and ready to fire.
Perfect. Jadvada is very appreciative to the both of you for helping him set up his sleeping area. Night passes uneventfully. There's not much of an odor in the sewer, so you guys don't have to really worry about anything other than moving around in the dark. And for some of you, that matters a little less. But everyone's up bright and early in the morning, packing up and ready to continue through the sewer. And it only takes about 4 hours for Heskemu to stop the detachment and begin heading up through a sewer grate.
Climb.
Mm-hmm.
Climb. Excellent.
Nobody bring coffee this time.
No coffee this time.
Yeah, I can't function without my Java.
Maybe you could ask Jadvada if he brought some.
I'm telling you, you don't want the coffee. It's made out of pea water. They recycle all the pea, so they
I
get
just
their
add
water.
flavor to it. It's not my pee.
Uh-huh.
Hey, huh?
Okay.
Find me out the coffee.
As you guys make your way up through the sewer grate into the city of Oods, most of the Clade Company detachment has scurried into a section of still structurally sound structures. It looks like there might be about 3 of them that can be effectively used. They're all kind of creating a square of sorts in the middle. Almost immediately, some of the company begins moving debris out of the way of certain buildings and out of buildings. And there are some armaments being set up as well. Heskemu approaches through some of the groups, giving them some encouragement, shaking some hands, and just moving along before getting to you four. All right, Midnight Squad. So this is what we think is going to be the best forward base for us to set up. It's not pretty, and it's going to take us a while to get it functional. But we're going to try and send out some scavenging crews, trying to get a lay of the land as well. I know that
It's defensible. It's a good walk away. You know, you can bring things in and scavenge what we need and have a good spot. I like it.
yes, that is something I was going to offer to the 4 of you. I know that you have your own agenda here, but you are more than welcome to stay at the outpost given things go wrong during your mission, or if you just need a place to rest. Now we are out in the open, and at the moment we have no means of recharging our environmental protections. Getting rid of that imago did not fix the air quality completely. It's better, but it's not recommended to take off your EAPs. So
Setting up a recharge station here is a priority. Yeah. And making it
We-
defensible.
we're going to do our best to try and get some sort of power, whether that be through batteries and generators or some other means, and setting up more defenses and making sure that we can hold our own. If you do end up having to come back, that is a-okay. But we are stretched a little thin, and we need as many people as we can spare on watch duty. So that's all I'm going to ask while we're here of you four. We've also brought some gear with us, so if you find anything out there that you're willing to trade over to Clade Company, we will do our best to work that out with you as well. But it sounds like you guys have quite a bit of walking still to do, and I don't want to hold you up any more than we already have. He's going to upload a map of the city, specifically the city, to your personal communicators.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciated.
Don't mention it. The forward base is marked as well, and heading northwest should get you to the university. He's going to look up, and might be in your best interest to get a move on. Looks like it might rain again.
Because I don't want to get caught out on whatever that's raining here.
You sure don't.
While we're out and about, is there anything Clade Company is looking for in particular, material-wise? Anything we should keep an eye on for you?
If you're able to find any kinds of batteries, extra weaponry, any kind of personal defense, anything like that, food, water,
Any sort of tech or anything you're looking for, like just
basic
wires.
survival.
Basic survival.
If you can find any of that, that'd be fantastic. But
We'll get you whatever we can.
Sure, it's only helping out. You guys helping us, so it's not too far out of our way to grab a few things here and there to help you guys out.
excellent.
Well, we do have a bit of a trek ahead of us, so guess we'll be seeing you around.
This is where we bid farewell. Hopefully not for too long.
We'll be
Uh,
back.
So long, not farewell. Farewell sounds more permanent.
I like that.
All right, Midnight Squad, move out.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
You guys
Kid
start
thinks that
making
includes
good
you.
use of it.
Quit making googly eyes at the girl and let's go.
Yeah, Jax is bent over a crate. Instinctively whips her head.
It's probably full of all sorts of weird bug
All right,
pheromones
let's go.
right now. I can't even tell.
Stop pogging it, let's go.
Oh. So making your way through the city isn't a very tough idea. Eskimos even kind of provided several potential routes to take to specifically avoid potential swarm patrols. And it doesn't take too long before you reach the university. But as you're moving through the city, make me some perception checks.
Yes.
I want to pull out my
sir.
binoculars once
I
we
wanted
actually
to-
start getting moving.
Okay.
And let's see, perception. I'm not looking far away, so I don't need my binoculars for that.
Okay. And so we have a.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick.
You got it. That was a lot of rolls. Okay, 24, 18, 15, and an 8 from Mo. Sorry, Mo.
I'm still reeling over the conversation last night, so I'm not paying real much attention. I'm just trying to gauge the tension of the.
You're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, it's like what's going on here? Do they love each other? Do they hate each other? Am I gonna have to?
They're teammates. That's what they are.
It's like family. You don't get to pick your family. You just got to deal with them.
You don't turn your back on family. And fucking Duladar Dom.
Oh,
Dom Duladar.
Dula Dom.
I'm Dom Dim.
Duladar.
I'm Duladar.
I wonder if the Duladil Dimmadar.
Why?
Doug Dimmadome. Dimsdale Dimmadome. Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Sorry.
Say his name was?
Doug Dimmadome.
Dimmadar. Dimmadar.
Dimmadar, Dimmadarnit, Dimmadam Flabbit. Dimma,
Dimmadome.
don't test me, Kithix, or I'll Dimma destroy you.
Oh,
That's go on
whoa.
Dimma. Oh, I can't. Oh fuck! I can't think of a way to do that. Like Dimma defense doesn't work, and just Dimma doesn't work.
Mm. So 3 out of 4 of you got some decent perception checks. Mo, your thoughts are racing right now. You're a little busy trying to take in the sights and making sure that your back is covered. Vikesh, Duladar, and Kithix, however, are able to take more detailed looks at things. And what you're noticing is that they're oh, shoot. You're not seeing any bodies
Now that's
in the
weird.
streets.
Is it? The swarm does eat all biomatter, remember?
Not weird with the swarm at all.
I
It'd
mean,
be weird if there were. It would be weird if there were bodies right now.
I'm still confused.
There,
So let's go.
there is
Of course, I had to go Fairly Odd
startling
Parents.
absence of bodies in the area. But you can see obvious signs of conflict,
It's the best
including
place to
kind of
go.
burnt out vehicles, scattered belongings, and occasionally you can see scattered armor and weaponry, although it looks to have been damaged beyond use in its time in the environment. What could have been a perfectly decent set of armor has been pitted with acid, weapons busted in half. So it is odd. But you all have seen the swarm and know how they operate. So they don't much care for stuff that isn't organic. Um, they have little use for conventional technology.
They fault their own, right?
Yes, they use biotech in a sense.
Hey, I found some copyright-free synthwave if we want to listen to that.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm cool with synthwave.
Pull it up.
I guess from AC back on. It's starting to get
Shit,
a
I
little
grew
toasty
up
here.
on Fairly Odd Parents. Oh, here, let me fix Groovy. Let's make sure it's not too loud.
Man, I love the 80s.
Yeah.
Um, but after a few like an hour and a half of moving through the empty streets, you end up making your way towards the northwestern edge of Ouds, past that large dividing rift in the city. And you find yourself at the large concrete structure that you can see some labels on the building and some signage moving towards it as the Zesh University academic building.
Right.
Specifically, you're looking at the central and eastern portions. It seems like the rest of the institution itself has received some rather serious damage. Either collapsed or in the process of collapsing. And now I can finally share a map with you guys.
Woo! Whatcha?
How does that look, everyone? Good?
Let's see.
Can't see it.
I can't see it.
I can't see it.
I just have
What?
Ilum Chuva. Share it again.
Yeah, I only see them too.
Yo, don't lie about a map if you ain't gonna share it, man. If you don't
Oh,
want to
man.
share, just don't share.
I
Yeah,
did
that's not
share
cool.
it, though.
Would you bring enough to share with the class, Eric?
Hey, there's a map.
There we go. We got C
University.
University. Whoa, that's small. Let me zoom in.
Yeah,
go.
that is small.
Ooh. Yikes.
All right, we're in there, Chief.
Cool. So you guys have your vision.
Yo, where's the school at?
You guys
Oh,
are
Probably
right.
those double doors straight ahead.
Oh, that's why. If you zoom out, I guess that's how big it could be.
Oh.
It's
Yeah,
only
there's
small
probably a lot.
because we're only seeing what we see.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Did you ever zoom out?
I did.
Me-
Oh my god.
Let me zoom back in.
I don't think it's quite that big.
It's an entire planet.
But as long as you guys can see things, that's great. Perfect. So you guys are currently looking at, or you're standing in an open space that maybe at one point could have had grass or maybe some school gardens, but now there's only dirt and these deep fissures running across the surface. The dirt's been rendered sort of an ashy powder.
Oh yeah, I do have to say the
Pitted and crusted
Jimmy
from the
Neutron
planet's
Fairly
acid
Odd
rains.
Parents crossover was probably my favorite freaking show.
You're currently looking at the main academic
Freaking what was his
facility
name?
in front
Chip
of you.
Skylark.
Uh,
Jesus Christ. Great character.
Cracked and scarred, but largely intact.
What was another crossover
The
that,
other buildings
that
lining this
Nick
central
did?
square, though, haven't been so lucky. Those on the east and south sides are, again, crumpled heaps of rubble. And while a sinkhole has greedily swallowed anything that might have stood to the west, the paved paths that once connected the facilities are cracked and uneven, lurching up from the broken ground as you approach. So you guys are in the quad right now, which is a
Better
fun
get
college
inside.
word. Yes, there are 2 sets of double doors that lead into the main academic building. You can also see in the quad that there is sort of a makeshift barrier using classroom equipment, and well, the rest of it seems to be kind of melded together, either through natural or man-made ways.
Or that one SpongeBob
So get to
song.
moving.
All right. $25. Ah! I'm trying. it's so jerky.
And those double doors look so inviting.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast a spell called Reflecting Armor.
Oh, Doodle Bob.
Okay.
It should
Me
last
hoy,
for an
me me
hour,
noy.
and the spell will discharge. I have the ability to discharge it whenever attacked.
Yes,
And
you
what does
should
that
go to bed.
do?
It'll reflect damage dealt to me back to the person up to 10 points of
Very
damage.
fun.
As much as I love having you in my
And
stream,
first level lasts for an hour. Why not?
you do have to
Yeah,
work
that's pretty
early in
good.
the morning.
Okay.
Not bad at all.
Akbak awakabaka.
For some reason, Mo is just running around.
I'm not doing any of that.
Sure you're not, buddy.
I tried going over here. That's where I wanted to stay.
All right, guys, you know how this works. I'm gonna open the door. The trap's gonna go off. It's gonna
Oh!
blow up, almost kill me, but we'll be good.
Okay, I have to change one of my keybinds because the same button I use to mute Discord so I can talk to stream is the button that, makes you move in a 5-foot diagonal.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Weird.
All right, let me go ahead and get this over with. Open the door.
You open the door.
Stop it. Stop it. Just stay there.
Do you wish to close the door?
What is that?
It's too late. You can't close the door anymore.
Turn around.
Quit closing it on me, fucker. So, looking inside.
That wasn't me that time.
That was
Okay.
me. I wanted to
You
see if
got
we could
routed out
open the
by
doors from
Vicky.
anywhere.
Ha!
Spoilers, yes, we can.
Okay, don't.
See, I always thought Vicky was just misunderstood.
So, with looking inside, you
honestly,
see, most importantly, some swarm components. Would you guys like to do combat first, or would you like me to describe the room first?
please
Right.
describe the
Right.
room.
Describe.
Okay. Perfect. I'm sorry, Vikesh. I think I nullified your movement while I was also trying to stop Kyle's from doing something
I know. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to.
How do I change? Let me see.
we go.
Can I change the keyboard? Let's see.
So, Duladar, as you're opening this door, you're looking inside, and there's a design suggesting it was a bustling center of uni activity. You're currently looking at an atrium. It remains a rather spacious area, despite the obvious signs of destruction. The graceful skylights overhead are cracked, and they look ready to shatter at just about any moment. And you can see a sign dangling from an archway to the north. But whatever
Sunset.
lays, it's been kind of worn away. But whatever lies beyond that has been reduced to rubble. A wide set of steps leads up to a raised portion of the room that's separated by a glass block half wall. And to the west, you can
Oh,
see
I'm
a
gonna
series
judge.
of doors with large signs have been.
I
sort
don't
of
think you
crushed
should
under
light
the
someone
weight
on
of a
fire with
collapsed second
napalm.
floor.
I mean,
All of the furniture in this space, like cozy sofas, tables, chairs, beanbag lounge furniture, and a
That's the
couple
kind of
of
stuff they-
overturned vending machines. Sorry, Tom, what was that?
I was gonna say this is the kind of stuff they would like back at the Ford base. Comfy chairs.
They've been piled along with chunks of broken concrete and have been reinforced with rebar to make makeshift barricades. Standing in the center of the room with a peculiar expression of both pride and achievement, despite the surrounding devastation, is a bronze statue of a Shirin woman carrying a datapad. There's a small plaque that adorns the statue's base.
Nice.
But
Too bad the Schwarmy here are ruining that.
correct. Here's said statue.
Oh, hello, hello.
Very
She's got
snazzy.
style.
Look at them noodle arms.
Hey, stop being rude.
More importantly, are the
Can't
uh,
you can't unsee it.
swarm components in this area. Swarm core boxes, if you can remember those.
Yes.
That's where I'm going to call initiative.
Fuck.
All right, everyone, it's time. We've got a 2, 16,
Woo!
a 7 on the rolls. Cool stuff.
That
9 on a
Kumika
roll.
place.
I'm gonna
Man.
go pee pee. I'm gonna go pee pee.
You
I
got
have
it.
child bladder.
So on your combat tracker, you guys can see the
Yeah.
Korvox's slots, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
See 3 of them.
3 of them. Cool. All right. So where is Duladar? All the way up there. So we're actually going to be starting with Kithix.
Hey.
Very cool. All right. So I am gonna run to here,
Just inside the university.
just inside. I've got a bad habit of blocking doors, so I don't want to keep doing that, especially within
Oh,
the
hey, I know the feeling about being
the
tortured by a
Imago.
name,
That was
because
really bad.
my middle name got me fucking
Um,
tortured in the middle or in high
yeah.
school. It was great.
So
And the worst part is it wasn't even fucking
I
creative.
am going to let's see. Ooh, some of these are more than 15 feet away from each other.
Like, you know,
Okay,
if
so
it's
no
a
Hero Force
creative
disc.
insult or something like
Um,
that, you're kind of like, okay, that's pretty
I
creative.
am
But
going to target
yeah,
this
get it.
one.
I get it.
And I'm going to target
No,
it with a second level mind
it's
thrust.
McMichael.
So if I could get a will save from it,
You can. Let me actually use the appropriate ways of doing this. Ooh, that is a 6.
6. All right. So that is a big fail. And
Didn't have
it
to say
is
it like that.
big fail. It's going to take 27 damage. Oh my
Oh.
god.
Big.
Can you
Big
blame them, Mitch?
opener.
Though, can you blame them?
Alright. So these
Big
things
opener.
are.
I'm kidding. I love you.
They're not looking at the door as you guys enter. And this one's in the middle of turning around to greet you as its mind is assaulted with psychic energy. Holy shit. Uh, a crippling blow. Definitely. And
Love to
shit.
see it.
Vikesh?
It's always amazing to see what people or pick on other people for, though. That,
I would like
you
to
know,
come in.
because it really just proves that they don't feel good about themselves if they want to bring someone else bring someone else down. I mean,
Yeah, but that's well, you know what I mean.
I don't think
Now, if
I
you can
honestly don't
actually
think
get
kids
there
are
with
mean.
this
I just don't think they understand
you.
yet. I mean, high
There.
schoolers,
Wow,
yeah, they're
that's
just
cool.
dicks, but kids.
That's
Yeah, it'll stop
there,
you.
and then there. Yeah, that's what I was trying for. Yeah, there we are.
Okay.
Like younger kids,
Yeah, it's
they
real
definitely just
funky
don't
when it,
know
That's
fully
cool.
yet what insulting is.
Alright, so you moved in. You're currently
But
faced
high
with
schoolers, yeah,
3
they're just
core
dicks.
boxes. This works out pretty well as combat music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Synths are very spacey.
Very.
Um, guys.
I just feel like the
Like, I
filter
opened
hasn't
that thing big on the
developed yet
beginning.
at certain ages. You know?
Gotcha.
I almost want to try something neat. I'm targeting.
Or they just don't have good parents.
Swarm Corvax 3.
You know? Good parents teach their kids not to, exactly
Ooh.
what you're saying.
16
Teach,
hit?
teach their kids
A
not to
16
insult someone
is a
else. So.
hit. Kinetic, right? Yep.
Yeah, but
That's a whole nother conversation.
10 damage. Okay. That Ken killer round tears a chunk out of this. I'm not going to say poor swarm component because these things have it coming.
they've got it coming.
Out of this vile creature. But it's still standing, just not real well. Meaning that it's its turn now.
Oh no.
Oh yes. So, it's going to stumble forward. And let's see. As it's moving forward, you can see its mandibles start to move, and you can hear something in the back of your mind getting louder and louder. So I'm going to need let's see, the 4 of you to make me a will save.
Okay. Now, is this a charm / compulsion effect?
This is not charm or compulsion. This is strictly for damage.
Okay.
8, 12, 28, and I can make Duladar roll one.
Oh,
Since he's
nice.
not here. A 20. Okay. So, Mo, Kithix, and Duladar, you make your save. However, Vikesh, you this mental chatter coming from the background of your mind now enters the foreground. Dealing, let me check how much actually. Dealing 9 damage to your mind. And that one didn't automatically go through, so you'll have to edit that.
Like on the
On the combat
Fatigue?
tracker, you can put 9
Yeah,
into
that's-
fatigue.
and 9 into fatigue. Okay, that's where I was gonna put it. That's what I thought. Cool.
Perfect.
So the rest of us take no damage?
You guys don't take any damage as you're able to kind of suppress that mental chatter in the background.
Okay, I'm back.
Oops, I didn't read it right. You guys take half damage.
Okay.
Only 4.
4. Well, with that, I will dispel my reflecting armor and deal 4 damage back to the Korvox.
Nice.
Brutal.
And as you do that,
Please tell me that's not to kill it, because that would be amazing.
that mental chatter stops abruptly and it falls forward onto the ground.
Yeah!
Deceased.
Wow.
Turn 1 enemy down.
My hero.
Very cool.
Wow. You said no, you.
You missed it, Michael.
Very-
I got a mind thrust for 27 damage.
Wasn't I talking shit about your mind thrust earlier?
Yeah, you were.
Yee.
Prove
So
me
this-
wrong.
This one's fucking dead. All right.
Yeah, as long as we don't want them to get close to us.
They are
Thanks, Mitch.
Exit
I'm
out
glad
that
to know that you're staring at my ass, because I would too if I could.
Perfect. All right, Mo, you're up.
Oh lord. Definitely want to come in and not block the doorway anymore.
Well, you are currently standing in the middle of in front of a closed door.
Yes, open, says me.
Okay. I don't remember what. I think that's a standard action to open a door.
I think it's a move
during
action.
combat. I can do this. I can do this. Uh,
It's still closed.
yeah, I'm gonna. Yep. That would be a move action for you, Kyle. I don't
Okay.
know why you can't open it, because you should be able to click on it.
Oh,
Um,
oh, there it is.
yeah.
So
So you can open it and see inside.
but I wouldn't be able to do any other movement.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think you wait, couldn't you just take 2 move actions?
Probably.
Also,
I mean, do a
Would you
full.
like to?
I mean, do a full round and use all of my movement.
You don't use all your movement to open a door, do you? Really?
That it manipulating an item like that,
Wow.
according to rules as written.
All right. So I'll
Also,
use the rest of my movement there.
Brutal.
well, hang on, Kyle. That Korvox actually is dead. I think you marked it incorrectly, Eric.
Number 3.
Yeah, it's under just joke, not dad
I
joke.
Sure did.
Yeah, I think I can make a
why
pretty
it's not
good
showing
cake.
up as
Whenever I
dead.
get one, I'll send one to you.
Yeah, that one's
Uh-huh.
super dead.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So it's just the other 2 by the statue.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's it for me. Just move to get in the room in front of them if I can. That'd be it.
Okay. I hear you. I really should know. Yeah. So manipulating an item, usually a move action. Putting away a stored item, getting one out, moving an object, opening a door. Yeah. Kind of dumb. But that's what we play.
Yeah.
So you open the other set of doors and move in. Excellent. Moving us over to the
What's
other
up,
set
Lala?
of,
How's it
core
going?
boxes.
Lollapalooza has joined the party.
Okay. So this one's going to take a stance behind the statue, and it's going to aim a shot at Kithix.
Oh shit, it's taking cover.
Does a 30 hit?
Just barely.
I know it can hit. I gotta stop asking that. So it fires off its acid cannon at you, hitting your armor for 5 damage.
Youch.
It's gonna go
Moving us over to
just
core box number
fine.
2. Going to move behind one of those
It will just go
makeshift
just
barricades
fine.
as well, and it's
It's
going to
all
take
about
a
mentality.
shot at.
If you tell yourself it's gonna be great,
Sorry,
it will be great.
Mo.
Okay.
16 EAC.
EAC.
I would
That
like to use my
hits.
bodyguard feat to give a +2 to his AC.
Okay. And that doesn't matter EAC or KAC, right?
Say that one more time.
That doesn't matter if it's EAC or KAC, it's just a +2 to AC.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Do you have a stroke?
I thought you were asking Kyle. I was confused.
No, he doesn't know what you can do. So with a +2, that makes your EAC.
17.
Okay.
Damn.
So that is a miss.
Oh,
Sweet.
Yeah, he hit with a 16. That +2 gives him an EAC of 17, so a miss. Very nice.
My day was pretty long.
Ah.
Worked for a pretty decent amount of time, but they let me off early, so thankfully I
Alright,
was able to
Duladar.
get here and set up
All
in
right.
just enough time.
Let's see.
She doesn't like it.
Shut up. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. So Corvox 3 is the one that's closest to us and dead. 2 is the one behind cover.
Why
And
is
1
Corvox
also
still alive?
What do you mean
behind
that's
cover.
You're good.
So,
Still.
did either 1 or 2 get hit while I was gone?
Neither of them have been hit.
Okay. All right, guys. Do we want to hit 1 or 2 next the most?
Yes.
yeah.
Alright.
I think
One
we
it
need a
is.
bull rush one.
1 it is. I'm gonna shout "Get him" at number 1.
We all
Okay.
just need to focus fire. It's
Yeah.
easier to deal with that way.
That means this whole turn, when you guys go to attack number 1, you get a +1 on that attack.
Excellent.
Very good.
Now I gotta remember, is that a move action or a... Will you stop? Oh my God. That is my move action, so I'm done. Oh.
So that's Duladar over. Moving us back over to Kithix.
Okay. I'm gonna just take 2 shots against that Corvox. Corvox 2.
Corvax.
Wait, no. No, Michael did get him against Corvox 1, didn't he?
Yes.
Okay. I will take 2 shots against Corvox 1 then.
Okay.
So fuck. Okay, so if
15.
a 14 and a 12 since we get the +1. It's EAC.
Against its EAC. Cool. It's got partial cover, giving it a +2. Turning that 14 into a miss.
Damn. Okay.
And that 12 also a miss.
Oh.
So yeah,
Okay.
if you missed it, you get a 1 on the attack rolls for Corvox 1.
Yep.
Also, can I get
That
the map
was-
shared to me again?
Why'd it go away?
I clicked it. Freeze.
Did everything stay on the screen for you guys?
Yes. It just zoomed way out for me.
Yes.
Okay. Before it always resets the visibility, so I don't know what changed there. All right, and that was a full for Kithix, so that's over the cache.
Right. Want to try out a new trick? Like to try out the debilitating sniper. So I'm gonna use
Okay.
a trick shot with my sniper rifle.
Using a trick
That's why.
attack.
That's why I accidentally trick attacked earlier. So
I'll use communalism to give him 2 rolls. Like advantage, I guess.
On which part of the trick attack?
Oh, is it 2 parts?
He has to roll a skill check, and then he has to roll the attack.
Oh, I'll wait for the attack.
So on Corvax number 1, All right.
Now,
so
how does the trick attack work exactly? I've got a macro here for it, and that's what I think I was hitting, right? Is that the what is this?
it should be a d20 plus your modifier for either, I think, your acrobatics or your stealth. or
Yeah,
your
okay.
specialization.
That's excellent. Yeah. That's what I thought
So-
it was.
You can move up to your
Oh.
speed
Oh.
if you'd like to.
I just did a horrible one.
Uh,
I get 2 rolls, you said?
thanks to
Attack
his
roll.
communalism, he's offering him to the attack roll.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so you can move as well if you'd like to, but if you'd like to stay put, we don't have to do that.
Yeah, I want to hunker down.
So
Well, that
a
is a horrible roll.
19. 19 on a Korvox, and that is CR3, so you'd have to hit a 23 on that one.
Yeah.
Very close, but not quite. But I think failing a trick attack doesn't prevent you from attacking.
Doesn't prevent me from attacking. Okay, excellent. I'm gonna
It just means that you're not getting the trick attack.
It's not a trick, it's just an attack.
It's just a normal attack.
Roll twice, take the better one.
And add a
Excellent.
+1.
And add a +1.
So we're looking at an 18, 26, 27, okay? Or
We're taking that 27.
oh, of course, you get to take the higher one anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, so a 27 is a hit, and ooh, 15 damage.
15 damage.
Jeez.
Very cool.
And then feebles, right? What's it feeble do? I heard that's like that crit.
I believe that's
I haven't
only
even
if you
fucked
get
with
your
it.
trick attack off.
Right.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Excellent.
it's
I
just
was
regular
just
attack.
that's why yeah. Alright.
Yep.
Damn.
Um,
Need my horrible trick attack roll.
first one too. Don't worry, there will be plenty
Yeah,
of more
first
opportunity.
one. I hope they're all better than that.
They tend to be. Alright, so that was a full action for you, Vikesh. Dealing some solid damage to that Korvox hiding behind the statue. Moving us over to not Korvox 3, because you're fucking dead. Delete. Mo,
Yes.
your turn.
So, I'm not gonna actually. Okay, never mind. Drawing weapons a move action is, and that removes all of your movement speed for the round. Yes, just to be 100% sure.
If you're taking a weapon out while you're moving, you can do that as part of your move action since you have a BAB of +1 and above.
So, okay. Trying to avoid being shot by Vikesh, then I'll pull out my laser pistol and move that way, leaving
Okay.
some movement for the drawing. And let's see if this fire or this shot works. Ah, shit. Target. There we go. Korvox 1.
That is an 18 on Korvox number uno, which is a hit, even with its soft cover. Or not soft cover, but partial cover. Very good. Let's see that damage.
Aha.
4 damage. Okay.
Pew pew.
And that should be 4 plus 3, since you are aren't Solarians proficient with small arms?
Yes.
All right, so you should be adding half your character level because of weapon spec. So for 7 damage.
Okay.
Much better.
Perfect. There it is.
And you have we talked about move, attack, and move again?
Yeah, it should be a feat point to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like shot on the run.
Yeah. in Pathfinder. I know that for a fact. But you never know what they could change stuff with. We'll keep it like that for now. Alright, good shit, Mo. Ooh, now it's time to retaliate. As Korvox 1 aims that acid cannon towards Mo. A 15 is a hit on your EAC.
Yes.
Okay. And that is going to deal
Your EAC is abysmal.
6 acid
Wow.
damage
Okay.
absorbed
what are
through
you,
your.
what are you wearing? A big
stamens.
rubber glove as your armor? Where's your EAC at?
It's all in KAC.
Huh.
And Korvox numero dos. Going to switch targets towards Kithix. And attack with a 22,
Yep, that's a hit.
dealing 7 points of acid damage. Nasty little fuckers. Well, Duladar,
thanks, my guys.
welcome back.
Instead of moving, I'm gonna shout, "Get him!" again and point at the Korvox 1.
Okay,
I'm gonna get him.
So that refreshes.
gotcha.
And then I'm gonna blast my laser rifle at him.
Blast him. A 15 is. So that's actually 16, right?
Yeah.
16 EAC with partial cover for a +2 to his EAC. Making that. Meets it, beats it.
Woo! Yeah, baby.
Let me see that.
Blam.
Oh no!
I will be right back.
Very
We're
nice.
taking a chunk out.
Huh. Very nice. And that +5 is accurate, right?
Yep.
Okay. I can't remember if envoys are proficient with that or not.
That's from feats. I demand we make
Gotcha.
myself proficient.
Right. Solid hit on this thing. You shoot right through the statue's legs. Or
Impressive
Zeph.
shot.
Alright, Kithix, back to you.
I am going to run on over this way so that it no longer has cover behind the statue,
Gotcha.
and I'm going to fire at it. Yeah.
Ooh,
23.
that's a hit.
Blammo.
Ooh.
Oh, that should actually be 9 damage. I need to modify it
Right.
because
Because of that, your
Yeah.
bonus. Alright, 9 damage. Doing very well. Kithix here is becoming our MVP.
Yeah,
As,
for sure.
hell yeah.
as he swings around to negate that cover and shoots this Korvox right through the head.
And all the impressive stuff.
Good kill, Kithix.
I don't know why it's not giving them the death effect.
Because they're dying, that's why.
I'm
That's
not
not
really
even
dead
giving
yet.
them
Killed him too hard.
So I'm having to
You killed-
manually do that.
Killed them to death.
To death, bro.
Well, welcome back.
Say what? Say what?
Alright, so damn Kithix, this is the most action you've done in a while.
Sorry, Lala. You're
Yeah,
probably gonna be
no
waiting for a
kidding.
while.
Alright, good night
Feels
for,
good.
for Daniel. Alright, Vikesh, try to redeem yourself. There is one
You're welcome.
Korvox left in the room that is alive.
All right. Well, unfortunately, this is going to be a pretty boring turn because I need to reload.
Oh
Oh,
man. All right, so move action to reload.
But also, while I'm doing that, I think I'm going to try the old shoulder laser trick.
Okay. Gotcha. And does that have? I don't even know what the range is on that. I'd assume it's the same as like a
I'm
laser
sorry,
pistol.
Lala. But I'm sorry, I don't think a pizza would last very well in international.
Who's got a laser
shipping.
pistol?
I've got a
Range.
laser pistol.
I've got a
Is that
laser
40
pistol.
feet?
80
It's
feet
got a
for
range of 40
mine.
feet. Oh wow.
Well, I can't hit him. Never mind.
Damn.
That's a,
90 feet
that's a
for
no
mine.
shot.
90
Can't
feet for
just
your
take-
guys'.
Can't just take the range penalties.
What's the range penalty on that?
Yeah, what is that, Michael?
Oh, I
Please
know.
enlighten us.
What's its max range again?
40 feet?
Yeah, 40 feet.
What's the range of the shot?
I
50
thought you,
feet?
I thought you could shoot over your maximum range at a negative.
Maybe.
That sounds about right. -2 for each full range increment, so you'd only have to take a -2 on that shot.
Oh, okay.
So
So
that
that would
makes
be
it
an
an
18.
18. Still a hit.
Still a hit? Okay. Put that back in. Nice. Good to know.
Yeah,
Not an impressive hit, but
4 damage. Not bad.
That's weird. The dice said 2, but the game says it's a 1.
I didn't even see
Huh.
it drop on that.
On my screen, it rolled at 2. Weird.
it's weird.
Very odd. Very nice. So Vikesh, you toss a new magazine in your Kin Killer rifle, and that shoulder laser pops up, takes aim at that Korvox, and pew! Just a
Just
cute little pew.
Always working.
Yeah, it definitely
time I'm
would
going for 'em.
not look good by the time it got to you.
All right, Mo.
And who knows, I
your
may
turn.
send it to India. Oh, Lord. Boy is way over there.
Yes, he is.
Get in there.
Let's see. Let's wait. Clear target. Target. How many feet is that?
50.
Aha!
You've got full movement for that.
Yes. Yes, I do. Ha ha! Okay, I don't want to stand on his face. Sorry.
That's a bad idea.
You bounce off of him.
And that will be my turn.
Okay.
Huzzah!
You're dead. Move on. All right, so having been rushed by by you, Mo, this Korvox has no choice but to lash out at you with its claws.
Ooh!
21.
Yeah.
That's a hit. Oh wait, that was the wrong damage.
And it looked like it went to Kithix.
Yeah, it's still targeting the wrong person. We're all human. So just
You're
subtract
not.
4 from you, Kithix. And Mo, you're taking 6 damage. As it
Oof!
cuts into you like a piece of Christmas cake.
I just got cleaned up.
All right, Mr. Dooley Dar. Here we are. Your get 'em tactic seems to have worked.
Hey guys, I got an idea here.
Did we get him?
No, because I
Aw,
can't shoot
damn.
him. I'm gonna move.
Oh, I really wanted to get him.
Just start moving 15 that way.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's a rule in customs you can't ship anything perishable.
To here,
And even a frozen pizza is
and
like
then I'm
a
gonna
perishable
let him
product.
taste my laser.
Got this. Ooh. Alright, so a 16, and he has partial cover for that +2, giving his EAC. Meets it, beats it.
Woo.
You're getting lucky.
Same
Ooh.
damage.
He's not getting lucky.
Reliable.
Yikes.
That's my turn.
Alright, Mr. Kithix. Why don't you steal another kill?
Come on,
Yeah.
laser.
Yeah, I forgot to mention I'm going to be moving on for the game's going to be experience based now, and you each earn experience separately.
Oh, cool.
Based
So have
on
fun
killing
leveling up.
blows.
Yes.
Hiya.
Ooh. That is a hit.
Blammo. Oh, minimal
Yeah.
damage.
That's fine.
Oof.
That's fine damage.
That's still nice. Huh?
Like you hit him through soft cover this time. So
Yeah.
pretty good. Uh, All right, Vikesh. Your comrades are lighting this thing up while Mo winds up a strike. He's DK neutral being.
Wonder how
If you were
much
gonna pull off some
cover
cool
that
shit, this would
generates.
be the music to do it to.
Yeah, this really would be the music to do. Yeah, hell yeah.
Come on, let's get it.
Let's get it. I'm going.
I want to see a critical.
Boots and cats and boots and cats and
It's not
boots
for
and
me
cats
this
and boots
time.
and cats.
That looks like a really
Please.
clean line of shot right there.
Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and
All right.
cats and boots and cats and boots and cats.
Let's you taking a shot with that kid killer rifle?
Yeah,
Excellent.
bringing it up, scoping in on them.
21 is a
21
hit.
Not a critical, but that's good.
That is a hit. That is. Stop trying to move, asshole. Kyle,
13 damage.
14 damage. Holy shit. So this thing is peppered with 2 laser blasts and a large caliber rifle bullet. Mo, there's gunfire coming towards you from your backside. This thing is being torn apart in front of you. What do?
I grab the beautiful shining mote in front of my forehead and as a move action bring out my solar weapon and smack it one good time.
It's gonna
Hachubi.
take that
Get it.
opportunity as well. Holy shit.
Wow.
Wow.
Yikes. So that is yeah, that's a hit. But it's gonna take that opportunity to attack you
Uh-huh.
as it's getting its face crushed. And it misses
Uh-huh.
with its claw. Alright.
That's the wrong dice. That's the right dice.
I was wondering how it was still alive after this hit. Wow.
17 damage.
Crack!
Huh. You crack it right over the face. There is swarm liquid
Form jizz
piddling
everywhere.
out of the cracks in the chitin, but it's still up. You might not know that it's still up, but it's still up. And in this haze, it's going to take another swipe at you and another miss
Wow.
as we move back to Duladon.
I'm gonna boost my rifle, and then I'm gonna try to put it out of its misery.
And that's quite a lot. 13 is a miss.
Not out of its misery yet.
You're prolonging
The
it.
delicious swarm ooze.
All right, is Kithix going to take all 3 kills for this encounter?
I sure hope so. I'm gonna move over here so it no
Gotcha.
longer has cover. Blam!
Oh, I thought that was gonna roll onto a 20.
I
That is a
thought
hit
so
though.
too.
I was ready for that 20.
For
There it
2
is!
damage.
Woo! Max
Dropping this
damage.
thing.
Great night.
It falls back against one of the overturned vending machines turned barricade, and it just slumps into a pile of oozing bug guts.
We'll wipe some of the
Ethics,
guts off me. Good shot.
Ethics, you're on fire today, man.
If this is what school's like, I should have gone sooner.
No, we're not doing this.
Oh wait, no. I didn't mean to take like the school shooter approach.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm getting banned
Unfortunately-
tonight.
Unfortunately, that's the way it's going.
Yeah.
Have fun on Twitch, Kyle.
Oh
while it
yeah,
lasted.
yeah. I had fun while it lasted. While it lasted. Oh jeez.
Fucking hell, that was good. Good combat.
Hell yeah, it was.
Holy shit. So yeah, you guys find yourself in this atrium. The statue in the center, that half glass
No, please
wall,
don't.
walled off
I
area
like it here.
to the northeast.
But it would be deserved.
What would you guys like to do?
Level up.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you definitely want to Well, this laser pistol has a lot of shots before I have to reload it, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Go ahead and reload.
Well, I guess I want to see any more detail I can perceive in this area and take a quick look around. It's a large atrium, so there's got to be some like nooks and crannies or something in here.
Let's watch our backs, but do a little bit of investigation.
All right, midnight. Let's reload.
How long would you guys like to look around in the atrium? Bit of a weird question. But how thorough do you guys want to be? Because there's a lot of stuff in here that's been turned into barricades and
Hey, we're digging around for those fire extinguishers too.
So
We're
yeah,
digging around for fire extinguishers.
Take a
so let's
little
keep our
extra
eyes
time.
out for those. But
okay.
Look around. I'm looking along the walls in particular. That's usually where you see a fire
Yeah.
extinguisher.
oh, I
Gotcha.
know,
but
I
if you-
know,
but
I
if people have
kid, I
been making
kid.
barricades with whatever. They could have been thrown into the pile because they'd be heavy, right?
You could have.
Possible.
So look at walls and barricades, I'd say.
Gotcha. So
I'd say 15 minutes, enough time to check this whole atrium.
Yeah, but 10,
Especially with
15 minutes seems like a decent amount.
the four of us, yeah.
you got it. So spending 15 minutes taking a look around, you can see that a lot of the signage in the atrium, obviously written in Sheeran, with some tactile language panels that are accompanying the signs, includes a directory of sorts.
Hmm.
And if I remember right, there are 2 of you here that can read Sheeran.
Yeah,
Yes,
buddy.
I can.
Okay. Mo and actually Kithix, you should know Sheeran as well.
Yeah.
Mo, do you know Sheeran?
Yeah.
Mr.
Is it
Chat,
Discord weird?
Oh, sorry, my bad. I had my thumb
does
muted.
Mimosas know Sheeran?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so you all
Oh,
know
so we
Sheeran.
all do.
Perfect.
good. That makes this a lot easier.
It sure does.
Oof, I left myself
Looking through
Ah.
the directory here, you can easily find that this building does have the office of Professor Galchak, specifically room 1026. There is no map, though. It is just a directory of room numbers and names.
Fair
The
enough.
sign that's kind of hanging over the archway to the north reads as the food court, which is that area behind that glass half wall.
Are we able to download the directory?
you could easily take a picture of it.
I'll definitely do so, just so when we pass by rooms, you know what room it is we're looking at.
Gotcha.
We do want
Uh,
to look for a fire extinguisher. There will for sure be one in the food court. Anywhere where there's food preparation, there will be a fire extinguisher. I think,
there should.
if they're
The-
following guidelines.
The door to the west, you guys walk over there and take a peek through. Find that it is impassable. The seems that way leads towards a
Yeah,
library.
Prather was telling me
accessible
about
however.
that.
There are also
And as long
lecture
as
halls, 101 and 102, offices 1010 to 1018,
Waldron and Azura are there, we should be
student
good.
services, and the wide
Yes.
hallway
Yes,
towards
it
the east
does.
of you guys right now
It sucks.
is. Oh, are you going outside, Mo?
No, I'm not doing. That's me muting myself.
Okay, I got you. But to the east is labeled lecture halls 103 and 104, and offices 1020 to 1028. Taking a look through what used to be the food court, this is more of a place to come and eat rather
And
than
that place of preparation and food to be served.
right. It is also barren of any kind of furniture, as it was likely used in the manufacture of barricades.
That makes sense.
Taking a look at that
That's fair.
statue. Oh, sorry, Vikesh.
I didn't expect to find too terribly much here in the barricades.
Yeah.
I mean, just furniture and stuff like that. It'd be nice if we found something good, but. Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead. The statue?
Yeah, that statue in the center. There's that plaque on the bottom of it that
Yeah.
gives the name of the figure. Her name is Zesh. Same as the university itself, Zesh University. And it proclaims her as a pioneer of multi-species educational techniques.
Interesting. Interesting
Has-
lady.
Has Mo heard anything about that since with any kind of extra studies?
Studies.
Like with it or with you know, the Idari and well, not that the Idari, the scholar theme.
Gotcha.
Any
You
research?
haven't heard of Zesh herself,
Okay.
but you are familiar with the idea of multi-species educational techniques becoming more and more important. So one that specializes in insectile races is definitely something you haven't heard of before.
I mean, we are in a different galaxy right now than our usual one, right?
Correct.
It's very interesting. It's worth. We took a picture of the directory. It's worth taking a picture of Midnight Squad with Zash behind us or something, you know?
You say you want a group photo? Hell yeah.
Yeah,
For the
yeah.
memory.
For
Usually
Zash.
against it, but I'm in a really good mood right now, so I say I'm all for it.
Yeah, dude, you had some good kills.
About time Kithik stops being a little asshole. Let's go take a picture.
Look who's talking.
If Kithix and Duladar are agreeing, I'm in for this.
It's a good idea. Midnight Squad. Squad up.
Hey, know what edgy poses, please?
Just because you say that, I'm gonna point at my fucking moat as it's going on. Or
I'm gonna grab a nearby box and stand on it so I don't look so small compared to everyone else.
Perfect.
I'm just
You guys gonna
stand on
pose with
flex.
the? Yeah, you guys gonna pose with one of the Korvox bodies?
Hold it up like it's
Hell
a-
yeah, bring him over here.
no, I think that might be a little too much. I think a group photo with the statue is good enough.
I'm a treat like
Okay.
a puppet. I make it
Look.
talk.
Look, Mo, you don't get it, but as the new mascot of the SDF, I realized the power in our propaganda of showing us posing next to a dead swarm.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Look tough. Look tough in the picture.
All
Look,
right.
Hey guys, point your guns at him. Let's prop him up against the statue. You point your guns at him and smile.
No. No, I don't think
I want to do it like a game hunter and like hold the quarterback's head up.
Hell yeah, new guy gets it.
I'm so glad I'm wearing a full face or a partial face mask and you can't even tell if I'm smiling or cringing.
Don't worry, I'll put captions under it.
No, no.
We can put that smiling filter on you.
Oh no. Good luck getting my
Yeah,
entire
but-
head in there. You might just end up on my putting it on my forehead.
Guys, let's get like a little swarm filter on it, so we can put like little antennas on Mo.
Oh. Lord, what has
you
happened?
guys gather the least damaged or most damaged corpse at your leisure. Set up a
Oh, no, that-
pose.
Big, a big grapefruit hole side or a big grapefruit size hole through the center of it from the kitty killer.
You guys take your group selfie.
That's propaganda. You're right. It's gonna be great.
Very
love it.
nice. Vikesh moving towards the center to take the picture after investigating the food court. Next to one of the crumbled walls, the half glass walls, you can see that kind of wedged into the bottom of one of the barricades, barricading the food court, is a bulky looking fire extinguisher.
Hey, I think we found one, boys.
Be careful, don't hurt yourself.
It comes out with a bit of work. These barricades are put together quite well. But it is in fact a I hear you, Jazzy.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah, she's loud.
Yeah.
It is a Jellygon fire extinguisher.
Hey, we got one. Hell yeah.
How heavy are these things?
They weigh, they're light bulk.
Okay.
Despite their bulky appearance, they're not quite that heavy. They're not as heavy as they appear.
Who's gonna be the big man to carry it around? Well, come on, don't all the big strong boys of Midnight Club don't start piping up at once.
In that club,
Well,
it's like a
Yeah, we
dub
do.
edition.
you guys are in college now. See, a lot of people like hopping onto the high school D&D setting. We're doing a college setting.
Hell yeah.
You guys
Oh,
are part
no,
of
don't
Midnight
take me
Club.
back.
We're a
Don't
frat.
take me back.
I'll volunteer to carry it, I guess.
Gotcha.
We are Mu Delta Kappa.
Ah. And the last thing that you guys are able to see as you kind of peek around the room in those 15 minutes is a suit of armor, a suit of like protective gear that quite obviously used to belong to a Zesh University security officer.
You guys
Along,
better get that.
where is the party sheet? Inventory.
Party sheet, party sheet, party sheet.
Someone that can wear it.
Enforcer armor.
Yes, it is a set of heavy enforcer armor.
God damn.
Yeah, has an EAC of 9, a KAC of 10, max dex of only 2, and it has a negative 10 speed adjustment.
Mo,
2
go suit
upgrade
up.
slots.
Let me. Let's see. Let's see, where's my armor right now?
Look at that weapon it comes with.
Yes, this is a non-lethal, two-handed heavy weapon called a shout projector. This is a dampener class. Um,
Hmm.
it looks kind of like a large box fitted with a cone on the end of it, where it amplifies the user's speech to a destructive level. Um,
Perfect for Duladar.
I can't
Yes.
use that shit, man. It's a heavy weapon.
Funny enough, these things can actually be installed in armor,
Whew.
using up as many slots as it takes hands to wield. So since this is two-handed, it requires 2 slots
Ah.
to wield. Um,
Sounds like
This-
it's made to go with that armor.
well, that is rather convenient, huh?
Sure is.
So it allows this weapon to be used hands-free, while whoever is wielding it can use a more lethal weaponry.
Well, yeah, that is definitely better than everything that I have.
What's your current upgrade slot being used for?
A mobility enhancer. So,
Mm.
so I get an extra 5 feet of movement. So, let's see. I mean, I would lose that. So I would go down to 20, or I'd be a little bit slower. But that EAC is a big boost because my Enforcer armor right now, let's see. Or I'm sorry, not the Enforcer armor. The Ava suit that I'm wearing is just a +4 and then a plus to EAC and then a +8 to KAC. That's a big boost on both sides.
We could probably sell your old armor to old Clyde company. They'd
Your
like
fucking
it.
mission to not remember names.
Names aren't that important.
Aha.
We'll give it to old Clyde Cash. They'll love it.
Well, it only takes a few minutes to suit up and install that shout projector if you'd like.
Let's do it. I'll if y'all will watch my back while we're doing this, while I'm doing or taking off this.
While you're taking off all of your clothes to put this suit of armor on.
Yes, please watch.
Hey Mo, hold your breath.
Oh,
Want to breathe in this dead earth. So that mobility piece, can anyone else use it? Anyone got a free upgrade slot?
Check my armor. I might have one.
it didn't go into my.
It's not being wasted.
Yeah, I can use it in mine.
Hey Mo,
How do you-
let the new guy use it.
Let's see, mobility. How do I take it off my character sheet again?
Take which piece?
So I want to take both the reinforced Ava suit off and
His mobility mod.
yeah.
Mhm.
So what
Ability Mary.
do I just?
So you'd unequip it by clicking that shirt icon like I just did.
Yeah, that's
And as far as the mobility goes, that's going to be in your augmentations section at the very bottom, right above your bulk.
Shit, that was a thing. I should put my infrared sensor in there.
oh yeah.
You should. Stuff's real useful.
Oh wow.
Check it out.
So you've given that to the party, and Vikesh, if you go into the party inventory sheet, you should be able to grab that augment.
Where do I grab the party? Let's see.
That'll be that icon up in the top right underneath the ship icon,
Oh, okay.
and it'll just go
Okay.
into inventory. So that Ava suit is labeled Mobility Enhancer just because Kyle labeled it that way so he could remember that it had it.
Oh, okay.
But you can just take the mobility enhancer yourself.
All right, nice.
So we can drag and drop our augments into that augmentations category.
Just
Yes. So if you're going to install that augment right now, what you're going to want to do is in your inventory section, right above your total bulk is an augmentations thing. Yep, you just drag it right into there.
excellent.
It won't let the sound dampener be dragged in there. Is that because it's a weapon?
Probably. That is likely what's happening there.
Okay.
Strange. Maybe if you equip it.
Let's see. Where is it? It is currently equipped. Maybe because I don't have the armor equipped. There we go.
And go. Try it now.
Bring up the augments again. Dampener. Drag. Drop. Nope.
No.
I mean, it's in my actions list now.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I mean, I guess as long as that's there.
Yeah, I'll make a note of it and see if there's anything I can do with it after.
In your augments, you can just manually create one for it.
Yeah.
But it's bothering me. It might not be in the stats like that, but if you go to the other page on the weapon itself, you can see that it does allow it to be slotted.
Say that again?
Go to the weapon, and you'll see the other tab on the weapon.
Let's see. I don't see another. There it is.
You know, on the side.
No, I may be looking in the wrong place, so I don't see it.
Okay.
How do I reduce an armor speed adjustment?
So
my Vesk Brigadier armor doesn't have any speed on it, I guess. So maybe this thing is useless to me.
yeah, it doesn't drop your speed any.
Yeah.
So this isn't doing
I need
much
some
for
better
you.
armor.
You also can't
Yeah.
install this upgrade on it anyway because you're wearing light armor.
Oh, okay. Not realize that. Dump that back in. Thank you for catching that.
Okay. So Vikesh, you good? Mo, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So, what do we do now?
I feel like we should start looking for this room. Or these room.
Room 1026.
Well, we have the number, and was it office number 1026?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
When we saw the door labeled offices,
To the east.
10. Yeah, should we go hit that up,
Let's keep
or do we want to
going.
look at other things?
Sounds like
I think that should be our priority.
Sounds like the appropriate thing to do. Keep an eye out for any other fire hydrants.
Any more
Fire
target practice
extinguishers.
too?
Yeah, we come here for first, and if we have time, we can check everything else out.
Yeah. See if we can be quick with this.
Because I don't want to go back to command and let them know we didn't get the objective done because we were ransacking.
Yeah, that would be the opposite of cool propaganda.
It'll be the opposite of a promotion.
Yeah.
So moving further in towards this hallway, you'll notice that the light coming in from above, the skylight, stops at this hallway.
Ready up the guns, boys.
There is no light.
Guns
that
always
hallway.
at the ready. Turn on my infrared.
Okay, infrared on. turn on your flashlight.
Turn on your flashlight. Come on, baby. You know you're special.
And Duladar, you should be seeing further into the hallway, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Since your dark vision is on, Mo, you're also turning on a flashlight?
Yes.
Gotcha.
We'll also turn on a flashlight.
Yeah. Maybe I actually turn my light.
The room starts humming very gently. Just.
Alright, you guys should have lights on now. So moving down the hall, you also notice these sets of double doors to the south as you start
Ones-
moving through.
Ones with scratchy floors.
Yes. I'll move you right here, Mo. Since as you get closer, you figure you're about to walk right through an acid puddle on the ground.
Thank you.
But yes, there are two sets of double doors leading to the south as well.
Is this trail leading to these double doors just map effects?
How do you mean map effects?
Like, just part of the map? Because if the trail is real, I definitely want to, like, kind of put my ear to the door and perceive if there's, like, movement or anything.
Yep, stuff on the map is on the map. And putting an ear to the door, make me a perception check.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, look at that. Trying to listen in, you can't hear too much. It just, there's no like humming of the building. There's no like pipes or electrical, anything going on. It's just eerie.
Can I kind of motion to the rest of the party and kind of ease open the door slowly, just to kind
I'll
of
lead with a
glance in.
Lead with the barrel of a gun.
Does the room have a number plate on it?
Yes, these are. These two doors lead into one of the lecture halls. 103.
Okay.
All right, guys. How about Mo and Vikesh take those set of double doors, and me and Killix take these other two.
Yeah.
Since the nameplate says it's the same room, right? Just two different entrances.
Mhm. Yep.
Sounds good to me.
All right, Mo and Vikesh, you got those doors. Me and Kithix got
Okay,
this
wrong
one.
Yeah.
Count us off, Duladot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ha! Not too slow.
What is?
You guys would have opened the doors at the same time. Yeah, that was the plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Okay, I was closing the door on accident. Okay, so only one.
No,
person
I
here
haven't. But one of
has
the
dark
lawsuits that I
vision
have
yet,
heard about is
and that's
look
have
it up
Duladar.
for me, Crowler,
I have
because
low
I haven't been able to
vision.
find much information about it. But it sounds like one of
Switch
the
lanes,
players
be
of
light
Critical
source.
Role is
Yeah.
trying to sue someone
All right.
else,
Well,
and it looks
as you
like it's
both open the door,
Vexhalia.
doors
You
to
know,
lecture
Laura
room
Bailey's
103.
character from Campaign 1.
Duladar, you spot.
But I haven't
something in
heard
the
about the
dark,
lawsuit from
currently
Activision.
crouching on. You keep moving. Clay. I know it's a macro thing. Kind of squatting on the third row of desks in here in this lecture hall. And that's where I'm going to call. We have time. Combat. Again.
Ah! More combat.
Woo!
Oh, look at
Wow.
that. All right. All
Go out
right.
with a bang. Aw.
Ah.
I was like,
can't
let's go
all-
out with a bang. Oh, all my
We
rolls. have
can't
been
all
pretty
be
shit.
winners.
No, we can't
But
all
we
have
can-
24s. 20,
But we can
man,
all
I'd
be
go-
sinners.
I'd even go for a 15 there by now.
Ooh, man. Here we go. So starting off,
Do we see a picture of this thing?
it's dark. You can't see shit.
Can I see a picture of this thing?
Yeah, you can, sweet prince.
I know, John. This is by far the most I've had
Light
in
it up.
like actually second
But
stream
these
that I've had
things
this
look
many.
super fucking cool. I love the design on these things.
Oh.
Oh my god.
They used the wrong letter. The
That
V
is-
should be a P.
Beautiful.
It's repulsive.
Very cool.
That is
Like
really cool.
beautifully scary, yes.
Yeah.
I like its
Um,
big hooks.
This game is slowly starting to make me like sci-fi just because of this fucking art.
Good.
Yeah, Starfinder's got fantastic art. I love it.
Stop moving me.
Yeah, quit it. I gotta.
Claire, you told me you never liked a Borderlands game because you can't say Borderlands isn't sci-fi.
I've never played Borderlands.
I am sad and disappointed.
Oh.
You ain't missing much.
Oh, they're fun.
They're fun.
All right. So as the four of you open those sets of doors, there is an ear-splitting screech coming at you guys.
Does it sound like that?
Yes,
Sit.
it sounds
Perfectly
weirdly
timed.
like a dog.
Sit.
Um,
Sit.
and I need you guys to
Sit.
make fortitude saves.
Sit.
Uh,
My nerves.
Okay. 16, 12, and 21 and 11. Alright. That's
Going
cool.
back outside. You just went outside. Come here.
Oh, he's got to be a dad.
Come here, girl. You big little nuisance.
Okay, what the hell? I literally just changed the key
Oh,
binding.
Might be. I called for the wrong save on the different effect. Reflex.
Reflex. Okay.
My apologies.
You want reflex?
ooh, that's more like it.
I
23,
don't want to
20.
reroll. I'm just gonna change the modifier.
No, I didn't say that.
Oof.
So we need a fortitude and then a reflex.
I'll keep the fortitudes in case of secondary effect.
Let's do the reflex then.
23. Okay. So on Vikesh and Mo's side, Vikesh, you are able to kind of clasp your reptilian ears. Mo, however, not so lucky.
Yeah.
As, come on, let me do the thing.
Shamona.
I can't believe they
Okay.
didn't. It's not here. That's fine.
It's a lot of dice.
That was a lot of
Okay.
dice. Mo, you're not quite able to clasp cover your ears as you take 16 sonic damage.
Holy fuck.
Fuck.
With Vikesh taking half of that. It's only 8 sonic damage.
Did it add it already?
No.
Okay.
It did not.
I just added it.
And Mo, on your fortitude save,
Damn.
you did not succeed that either. And you find yourself unable to hear for a minute.
What?
Yeah, exactly. There's a little bit of blood trickling out of your eardrums,
Ear holes.
just your ear holes.
Yeah, soaked up by my mask.
Grody.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not my fault.
I don't like that.
It's custom and tradition for me to be completely facially covered.
Mm-hmm. All right. Kithix, your turn.
Alrighty.
I haven't
I
taken damage to you guys yet because it hasn't happened yet.
okay. Were those saves that we made carry over?
Yes.
All right. I
Yeah,
cannot
working on those average
see
viewers.
the enemy. So I suppose I'll have to
Yeah, one of the things I'm trying to do is work on
enter closer.
marketing a little bit.
The perils
It's
of
mainly
darkness.
work on by like not
Fuck.
be lazy with it. That's the big thing.
Yeah, I'm scared to go any further. I'm gonna cast reflective armor and end my turn.
End your turn. Gotcha. As you move into the room, you step into one of the kind of sloping hallways. It heads down to the front of the room, essentially, and you feel something crunch underneath your foot. Leading us over to Revulsor 1. So because you guys rolled those saves, I'm gonna take those reflex saves first. Do what I got a 23, and you got a 23 as well, Kithix. So you guys are only taking half damage as well. Okay. So 8 sonic damage as this thing screeches at you in tandem with the other one in the room.
Okay. I'm going to utilize my Share Pain class feature to reflect 6 points of damage back to him.
Naughty.
Santa's favorite little elf.
Very cool. Damn it, Jazzy. Just the worst spot.
Hey, wait, you said there's more than one.
Oops, yeah, you guys heard screaming from 2 separate areas. That you did.
I'm a fucking idiot. I should have asked if I can sense them. Because I have blind sense.
Oh yeah. Vibrations.
Yeah.
Maybe next time. Alright, so 8 damage on the Sonic, and your fortitude saves were both good enough to avoid the deafened condition. Lucky you guys. Duladar.
Whew. Not gonna lie, for a second, the camera moved back to me, and I saw that Korvox. Thought it was still alive. I was about to say, what just happened? Thought it reanimated. But I'm gonna clear targets in case there's anything targeted. I think, does it count as being covered? Is it above the desks?
It's on the desks, yeah. Yeah, we wouldn't take cover.
Oh, well. Charge up shot. Hit him full force.
Okay.
Never go full force, they say. But I'm doing it anyways.
It's a hit.
Woo!
Big hit.
Oh, plus
7
more
damage.
D6. Hold on.
Oh yeah, you boost.
10 damage. There you go.
Very nice. 10 damage on Revulsor 1.
Hey, what's that all over the ground on the left, kind of in front of Kithix?
You're seeing those crunchy bits. that Kithik stepped on.
Those look like bodies, man. The bodies at the floor. The bodies at the floor. My turn's done, by the way.
Oh, I know. I was just
Sorry, I had
holding
to.
for some awkwardness. Vikesh.
Oh boy. Let's see here. I'll peek my head.
All right.
Oh. Can't see anything. What?
Yeah. Personal communicators only give off 15 feet of light with that flashlight they've got.
Yeah.
I should note that this section of the walkway that goes further down is kind of blocked with, well, you're not quite sure what they are. It's a dark, chalky-looking substance.
I think I want to know what that is.
Moving further in, cool.
Hey.
Right there. And you can finally reveal with your flashlight that revulsor.
Damn. I'm a trick attack sniper rifle this bitch. I'm
Okay.
only allowed one.
So we'll say that you used your full action to move in and then pull that off. With what skill are you using, by the way?
I believe it is.
Like you've got acrobatics or sneak. I'm just curious as to which one.
Yeah. I can't remember. It might be stealth.
Yeah, I mean you can use either one.
Yeah. I think it's stealth because I have 18 stealth, and it's an 18 bonus, so that would make sense.
More, I meant like, what does it look like pulling off a stealthy jerk attack with a sniper?
Oh, what is it? Like popping up from behind a seat?
Okay, I got you. Very
So, John,
Shut up,
Gears
from
long
behind.
story
Yeah,
short,
very Gears of War.
we're a part of
Aim for the head.
the
So a
Susquehanna
29
Defense
is going to be the
Force.
DC of 24.
And
Like DC.
we're brought to Susquehanna
so
like
every time
as
you
the
make a trick
planet
attack,
is
your
like
DC is
imploding,
20 plus the
and
creature's,
so we
combat
leave,
rating. So 4 in
make
this
our way
case,
back
24.
to
So you hit, and that means that is going to let you trick attack. With
at
debilitating
the
trick, you
SDF
can choose
or a
to make this
different
an
SDF
off-target or
base.
flat-footed.
And
Let's make it flat foot.
Okay,
yeah.
flat-footed.
thank you,
And
Crowler.
because of
Yeah, the
debilitating sniper.
planets are
unfortunately, you're not getting
destroyed
that
because
3d8
of
sneak attack
the
damage or however much it is.
swarm, essentially,
You can't
which
pull
is,
off all your other
like you
special
said, a
abilities
galactic
with it.
invasion of a hive mind swarm. Big insect prey mantis
that's
like
actually gonna last
looking
until the
creatures like the one
beginning
that
of your next
we
turn,
saw
I
just a
believe.
little bit ago.
I believe
That's
so,
part
yeah.
of
So
the
everyone
This
swarm.
guy's gonna be. This guy's gonna be a good
And
target. to
at the
hit.
moment,
Am I
we're
even
on a
targeting him?
planet
I
called
hope that's a roll.
Ilumchuva,
not currently.
I'm not.
which
Okay, good,
was
good.
one of, or a different planet that
Combat
had
tracker, yes, I
fallen
am
to
targeting
the
him.
swarm and has
Good, good.
been basically like all of its bio resources has been sucked dry.
And I have marked
And
that he's
we're
flat-footed.
trying, along with some survivors on the
7.
planet, to kind of
Not great,
Up, up, close.
refortify and take the
but
planet
he is
back.
flat-footed, and that is fantastic. That also means he can't take reactions. So
At-
no
at
attacks
this
of
point.
opportunity.
Good. What I was hoping for. Give people an
But we're also
advantage.
like currently
Yeah.
looking for like research and shit.
Vikesh. Mo, your turn.
The Midnight Squad. We got
Okay.
some scary fuck to murder.
So, let's see. My movement didn't change. Should I only have 20 feet of movement now with that new armor? Because it's a -10. Let's
Then
see.
you should.
Yeah, that didn't change. Let me fix that. I need to fix that. Okay. So yeah, if I only have... Oh, okay. And you said walking over these, basically the seats and everything. Is that uh tough terrain?
I would count that as tough terrain. Yes.
Okay.
Being annoying.
It's
So that counts as double movement. So
okay.
5, 10, and then 20 on that first seat right there.
5, 10, and then 20 right there.
Oh, I can't see where you're pointing.
The first row of seats, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, 20 feet to get to that first seat.
Okay, yeah, so I won't get in front of Vikesh because I know he has to shoot, but I want to get up on that first row, and I don't have any more movement to draw my solar weapons, so we're good on that.
What do you currently have drawn? Because while you're moving, you can draw a weapon.
Well, it would be my solar weapon, definitely.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I need to read this shout projector, so I'll go ahead and end right there so I can
think
read
that-
this.
I think using the shot projector against this thing is a very good idea.
I agree. I just want to be sure I'm doing the right thing before I fucking, blow everything up.
You got it.
Range 40 feet.
Okay. So, as you guys move closer, Revulsor number 2 is going to start to clamber over some of these seats. Get right nestled in between you two. And it's going to take that long claw. And it's going to try and do something.
I want that.
I hope it's something good.
Keep my reptile battle on.
It is swiping at you, Vikesh, just to make that clear. Did that roll right?
I will trust you if it's like Starship Troopers because I've never seen it. I am what you call uncultured in the in the realm of cinema. I don't watch a lot of
Things seem
movies.
to be slowing down. All right, so that is a 27 on Vikesh. That's a hit,
Ow.
and it's gonna slash across you for 9 damage. Yeesh. You can see it's got like a sack underneath its face. It's gonna kind of warble a little bit.
Oh.
Githix.
All right. Where I'm at, do I sense the other one?
Your sense is 60 feet, right?
It is 30.
30 feet. So from where you're currently standing, you can't sense the second one, but you can the one in front of you. This is the weird thing about the difference between blind sense and blind sight. I don't know how quite to operate it. I guess I'll give you general direction. Towards your bottom right diagonal.
Okay. Yeah,
which
I
you
saw
kind of already
the.
knew.
Yeah, I saw the square you were pointing at.
Yeah.
So I guess since I don't have blind sight, I wouldn't be able to do like a targeted ability. I guess.
You can
Something.
fire at it with a mischance.
Oh. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. I think for not being able to see the targets, probably 50%. Blind fight rules are always strange. But let's go ahead and roll. Percentile. That is 70. So you aim in the right direction and fire off a shot.
$17 against EAC.
EAC. All right, you didn't target it. So What the fuck was that?
Was that Robin? Oh, was that you
No.
whistling?
No, I mean, yes, I was whistling, but that was also my dogs going fucking crazy.
A 17 is going to be a hit on EAC.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have the ability to target it, so
Yeah.
you're gonna have to confer this damage for me. 8 damage.
Ooh, look at that. Very nice. It's a good thing I have my calculator handy. Solid damage. Gotcha. You hear that sort of a smaller, less damaging shriek as your laser lands on this thing's body.
Mm.
Repulsor 1. Not taking that shit. It's going to clamber over some of the seats, using all of its movement to get into that diagonal. And it's going to reach over and try to swipe at you, Kithix.
Okay.
For a 19.
Yep.
10 damage. As it
Okay.
swipes across with that large claw.
And my reflective armor discharges, dealing 10 damage back to it.
Ooh, nasty. As it was climbing over the seats, you could see some of its chitin start to, some of the chitin and like flesh on it start to kind of reform,
Oh,
with dealing 10 damage.
not good.
That's free damage. That's an amazing ability.
Yeah, right?
Okay, Duladar, what's
I
up?
mean, it doesn't block the damage. I still take the damage.
Right.
But
Well, you
Yeah,
really
it's
gotta
free
kill
damage.
this thing, huh? We gotta kill this thing. We gotta kill it quick.
seems that way.
All right, so I'm gonna boost my shot. I'm gonna let it rip.
Ooh, that's a miss.
This time, that is turn.
Turn.
Hey,
All right, Vikesh, you're finding yourself face to
face that
shrieking organ.
ugly mug. I would like to line up a shot with a sack on this thing's throat if possible. Is he still flat-footed?
Towards at the beginning of your
At the
turn, it stops.
It stops. Okay, never mind then. I was gonna. Oh, what's the offensive movement thing where I can take a 5-foot step back?
Guarded step. Yep,
Guarded step. I can take a guarded step.
nice. We're thinking tactically here.
Yeah, I'm learning.
Big brain gameplay.
Big brain gameplay. And we're gonna do another chin killer shot.
Gotcha. Taking a shot. And
Oh, that is not a hit.
an 11 is a miss.
Yeah, that is definitely not a hit.
Turns out stumbling around in the dark isn't the best for aiming.
Yeah.
I guess I. Oh, we're getting kind of close to the end here. Mo, please
Please
save
me
your
from
friend.
this one.
So, just to be sure I'm reading this correctly, the that's shout projector. It will affect everyone within 40 feet. There's no way for me to specifically be aimed towards the revulsors.
Well, they're in a straight line.
I understand that, but I mean, I'm just curious if it's a spread. You know, because all of you are technically within 40 feet of me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, yeah. 35. And then 40. I just want to make sure that before I, you know.
Well, no, I mean, that thing's a really bad idea to use. It's us.
Yeah, I don't. Normally it would specify if it's like cone or not, but this one doesn't specify that.
Right, that's all I was.
It
So,
says explosive for 15 feet, but
I would assume that just means it like it's even worse within 15 feet radius. Yeah, if that's the case, then I'm just gonna try to go ahead and take a full attack action at this revulsor with my solar weapon.
Okay. So it looks like for the explode property, did you read the explode property?
I did not, because whenever
Okay.
I looked at it, it didn't like pull up, or it wasn't a clickable thing.
Gotcha. So explosive property will list damage, damage type, special effects, and radius. When you attack with this type of weapon, aim at a grid intersection. Each creature within the blast radius takes a listed damage, but can reflex for half. If the explode special property has special effects other than damage, they're negated with a success. So that makes me wonder if you pick an area in 40 feet and choose that intersection of 10 feet to explode. Which is
Huh.
weird for sound, because I would imagine it to come out in just like a cone or a line or something.
Yeah, and I would assume it
I
comes out
imagine
in,
a line.
I would imagine a radius.
Yeah, or a cone.
Yeah, because I mean the thing is like if I'm shouting, shouting, everyone in this radius is gonna be able to hear me regardless of what direction I'm looking.
Right.
Think of it as a gun that projects your voice at that spot and then blows up there.
Yeah.
Well, just I'll definitely take a look at that, because that seems like a really important question for a weapon like this.
Yeah.
But with your full attack, the 15 is going to be a. Let me get rid of that. Where is it? 15 is a miss, but the 24 is a hit.
Okay. So, one boosh. Big boosh.
Okay. 15 damage. Solid stuff.
1 point of it is electric. Aha.
Gotcha. That. Okay. So we'll end the session here because it is 12 o'clock on the dot. I hate ending in combat, but round 3 will be picking up next week with this revulsor in between Vikesh and Mo.
Let's
Okay.
just cheese this guy up and
Transpires.
it'll be a good time.
That was a good session.
I
it
enjoyed
was.
that.
That was probably one of the most fun. Good laughs, good combat.
Yeah,
Good
I
everything.
thought that worked
Good
out pretty
kids.
well.
Yeah,
I
that
was-
combat went so well.
I was a little worried coming back after so long, but that went really
Yeah.
well. Very nice. And thank
Thank
you
you.
guys for coming out, playing Starfinder with me, and I'm definitely looking forward to crushing you guys next session.
Good luck.
I see it coming.
Can't let you do that now.
Yeah, can't
There
let
has
you do
to
that.
be balance.
Doesn't have to be.
For
John
every
says, "Good game,
session, there's a
boys."
bad session. Hello, John.
GG's.
I miss him.
Pretty good. Yeah, there's a bit of worry there for Daniel on that revulsor.
Have a good night,
coming
mommy,
towards
too.
you.
Oh, I'm not too concerned.
You should be.
We're probably gonna
should be.
chat for
I mean,
just
I've
a few
got-
more
I've got
minutes
tools to deal
before
with enemies in my
I actually
face.
end the stream,
I'm
just
not-
to make
I'm not
sure
too
we're not
squishy.
missing anything. But because every
I'll
once
get
in a
to
while
finally
there's some
use my
stuff we
that
talk about
touch spell that I
afterwards.
got at like level 4 that I never got to use.
You sure will.
That's gonna be so cool.
Do you guys like
Yeah.
Jedwada's voice?
Yeah. I wanted
You,
I wanted to
really,
bring him along.
you really
fast
upsold
level
that.
I sure did,
Yeah.
nerdy little college student.
Yeah, bad news. He's getting a promotion. He's gonna be working on our ship, doing our physics stuff. Crunching numbers. Nerd shit. We're gonna be like, hey,
So fuck you,
Hey.
Daniel, for making that conversation more awkward than it had to be.
That was
No, you're the one that
great.
wanted to have the conversation.
That
That was pretty
conversation was
hilarious.
fantastic.
that was hilarious. And I got to ask if the coffee was pea water.
You had to ruin the poor college kid's life.
You're the one that asked the question.
It was
Well,
so good.
It was a burning question. I needed the answer to.
Yeah, dude, I was there with you. I felt it. We got
It's
rocked.
refreshing to have a character dynamic where you two just absolutely fucking can't stand one another until it matters.
That is
Well,
honestly really fun. But
I can roleplay hating Michael. It's super easy.
real quick,
I
Vicky
just pull
says
from real life
goodnight
experience.
to you guys.
Hey, good night.
Good night.
Night.
Whoever said that.
Thanks, Mike. You're so friendly.
I
What's
missed
their
it
name
too.
again?
Vicky.
Good night, Vicky.
Who's
Hey,
Vicky?
Vicky.
Is that
Yeah,
one of our- that's our
Michael's got
viewers?
to get time to get it wrong.
There you go. Bye, Kai.
Oh,
Bye,
that's
Nikki.
That's my character, not me.
Victoria.
Oh, my bad. Yes, short for Victoria.
Less funny because it's still technically right.
Humongous.
Well, guess what?
Nuts.
Sus dick.
Is that
that's
sexual
all.
harassment?
Sus dick.
It'll.
I hate coming back to see the general chat like that.
Why?
I don't like Daniel's what it.
Well,
'Cause
I think
I
that's a
like
good
the
cue to
stance
end
it has,
everything for the
slouch.
for the evening. So, I really appreciate you guys coming out for the evening. It was a lot of fun, and I'll be having there'll be another stream of Rise of the Rune Lords tomorrow night, and then on Monday we should be doing Princes of the Apocalypse. So, yeah. Got a full schedule. So you guys have a good night, and thank you so much for coming out and watching. Like, it really means a lot. So I'll see you next time.